Washing gonna find Bolu, but does get hit markers by Jez. Going up against, they're now all tied up. 1-1. Theo is going to get taken down by Jazz. You can now see Jazz pushing up towards the B flag. Rocking that 35 round. See that we have Vague pushing up incredibly far, but this should be a free kill for Theo. Sure enough, it's that push from the backside finds Jazz.
Licença, Tocinha! Pofo! Botão no cofrinho do Ibis! Pofo pra cima do Delzinho! Double pofo do craque! Faz clique aí, meu chat! Você tá no YouTube, faz o clique da jogada!
Un sens, non manqué. Vou cá na cima, tá na esquerda, cá na esquerda.
Tem um, só tem um. Não tem mais um. Aí tem que botar essa.
Pode ver agora, calma, segura.
Nossa!
And we've got 2 players left to deal with. FN 420. Oh my god, Lucky, what the hell was that? Count them out. Can't do it. Lucky is Dark Wizard. You're the only hope here, Dark Wizard. Oh my god, we've got a 2v5 that is a reality. Lydia looking for the shots. Lydia's gonna round the corner. Lydia finds one. Lydia just needs to find Lucky. Doesn't happen. We're going to another round. The most at the moment finds another one. Just an absolute demon. Moving quick list in with the side of Nova. Dave, you're going to go ahead and make sure you end up.
People see, there is one A now.
Marvel misses one, but doesn't miss twice.
Out. Oh my. Chris, he's all 1-4. Where you at, homie? I know you're in a typical sniper in this area, but right now you're getting sniped. It ain't even close. Lucky, get headshot. Costco, you want the smoke? Get it too, homie. We got a 1v1.
Oh my goodness, Iona! Bro, watch.
Except was left alive. Now it's Iona looking to make this.
Yo, this girl's dirty! Aggressively push up to this degree. Lydia's able to find one. Artemisa coming through. What's that? Is that the kilo? Whoa! Whoa! Artemisa, the Damascus kilo. Ooh, Kells. Finds one, is looking for two, but Artemisa. Yo, this girl kind of nuts with the kilo, bro.
Yo, how are you?
I have been.
He is a freak. He's a beast.
Found herself on that Sparrow shot. But the Angels do maintain this P3. Oh, brick stuff! Well, it was looking good for a minute there, Verdict, at the beginning of this round, but it has quickly gone in favor. I think you're right on the money. The arrow can push that up, finds two in the feed to start things off. Those double kills are worth a ton of points, let alone.
Hello and good evening, North America. We're back for another day of Mobile Mayhem. That's right. We are back at it for 7th day of the action. It is regular season play as we're always. We're coming off a high of a big broadcast on Tuesday night. If you missed it, you're going to have to go back and rewatch it. It was a certified banger. I'm Verdict as always, joining with me tonight for the first time this season, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a round of applause. It's the man, the myth, the legend himself. Denominate, talk to me, homie. How you feel about actually casting some real Mobile Mayhem now? Oh, your mouth looks so good, but
hey, you know what? You know what?
It's not. Hey, look, it's not a Mobile Mayhem stream if Day doesn't, mute himself promptly.
I didn't have a single mute issue all EU today. Thank you. It was a short broadcast, but it didn't happen a single time.
There was no way you were going to mute, yeah.
What I was saying is I'm far less excited about casting NA, and I would like to direct everybody's attention to the pinned message in chat.
Wow.
That's what I'm excited for.
Okay.
I need to see Verdict popping off in his chicken costume.
Yeah.
Not
I mean,
just
I'll
costume.
look.
Whole
Freshly
shebang.
plucked chickens is what I'm aiming for, bro. I'm not looking for anything other than freshly. I'm not buying it from a store. I'm going to a chicken farm, homie. I want to hit the coops, right? I don't want like an inauthentic experience. I actually want to feel this one. If it's true, I'll have fun either way. But that's just how I feel about the situation. If you don't read the pin message, you're missing out. Right now, we're going to get geared up for it. We'll take a look at it. Season starting spicy right now. Who is that on top of the leaderboard? That is Galaxia Simplicity, otherwise known as Galaxity. 85 points. They're going to have a bye tonight, if I'm not mistaken, as they are going to have an opportunity to, you know, catch back and, you know, relax and chill. Their throne might be, you know, in jeopardy, as I see Luminosity playing tonight. They've got 70 as well as TLE. We all know the head-to-head in that matchup, it went to TLE. It wasn't even close. The Search and Destroy, 7-1. Hardpoint, we won't talk about. Seminole, right there below them with 60 points as well as 11. Both of those teams will play tonight. Dice, Devious, wrapping out the top 7. 50 for Dice, 40 for Devious, 20 for Demise, 15 for QD Angels. That's right. The Angels are in league play. Let's go. And then SXC, the new entry upon tonight, is going to be sitting at 5 points. I mean, this is not what your normal like standings look like in NA. But with that being said, it is still early.
I would have to agree with that. I would absolutely have to agree with that. Now, you're obviously going to be more familiar with exactly who's on the teams. I obviously browsed through like the run of show a little bit and looked, but I don't quite have them all memorized. So I'm excited to get on into the first matchup that we have here tonight. Have you gone through the matches of the day yet?
I want you to, baby. That's all you.
Perfect. Let's get it. All right. So for our first matchup, definitely got some names that I recognize here, and gotta say, I think I gotta be leaning with Dice on our match 1. It's hard to vote against Raballo, Forsaken, Teabag, Hacks, and Slothy, right? Like that is a all-star lineup day in and day out. So I'm hoping they will perform today. Our second match of the night will be Team 11 up against Luminosity, and well, that one just in general should be a good match. I'm super excited for that one. Match 3, we'll be looking at TLE versus Stay Devious, chat. And for match 4, Verdict said it, we got the Angels, but not only the Angels, the UD Angels versus Seminole.
There we go. Taking a look at highlight matches, got to be right in the middle. Dice should handle business here in the first. 11 and Luminosity should be an interesting one, as well as Devious and TLE. Last one, like I said the last time I got to cast UD Angels, they look great, but they need a lot of work. They need to brush up on some of the hard points, and those Search or Destroys could definitely use some improvements. But less about that, more about what we got on our hands here at game number 1, series number 1. It is Hardpoint. Summit is we'll run through the best of 3. Meltdown, Search or Destroy, a little different here in NA. And then cap it off if it does go the distance. We'll be looking at a raid control to decide this series. Chances of it getting that far, though, Dave, I'm going to tell you just like you told Deanna tonight. It'd be just like the chances of us seeing 4 matches in EU today. It ain't happening.
Well, I mean, we saw quite a few matches in EU, but the big thing was the bet on how many raids we were going to see. And, well, that was only the one. We did have 2 forfeits. And, of course, we're not going to have any forfeits tonight, right, for NA, because this is NA, not EU, right? Right? All these teams are going to show up, right?
I mean, that's what I'm banking on right now, Dave. I mean, we're in for a long night. If it does come through in those 2 matches in between, the top bread and the lower bread, you know, deliver as expected. Right now, we're getting geared up for it. First series of the night, ladies and gentlemen. It is Dice. It is SXC. And they are here ready to rock and roll. Hope you got your jackets. Dave, this is like normal weather for you, bro. This is what it looks like every day up of like the USA and Canada borderline, right?
How far north do you think I live?
Far enough north to be Canadian.
Far enough north that it was 75 degrees today.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, hell, there we go. Anything can happen here. Right now, hell's freezing over in P1. It is a scrappy bunch of boys from SXC. This is a hard hold. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at it. The last time I saw DICE play this map, they owned P1. I think they got 55 off of it, off a much better team. All right, P1 in the books. About 20 seconds left to go here as we see it. There's a little bit of a break coming through. Henry trying to get the break through the top side of the snow, but it's Robalo up top as well. He gets shut down. Henry's on a bit of a spree. He's on a burner. He's about earned his Predator as well. He's got a hunter-killer drone that could be popped here. Bryson right on the top side of the staircase. That is almost a Preddy. No, he's going to get shut down. And just like that, back to scratch he goes. Back to P2 we go as well. As we see, P1 come to business ends. It's 32-20.
Yeah, easy, a big start. I mean, I don't know why I said easy. A big start for both of these teams. It's not often that you see 55 of the 60 possible points come in on a P1. Hunter Killer, Slothy was shooting it. It looked like that thing should have been destroyed, but maybe a little bit of desync there. Gonna play a factor. Now SXC, they're on the hill. They're in with a 10-point lead, but the break comes through. And it looks like DICE in a good position. Slothy runs out of bullets, ends up getting gunned down with the prize fighters out, but his team's here to lock it down. And we're basically in a tie game now as P2 ends, but Verdict, we know this map. We know things don't really take off until you get into those P3 and P4 rotations.
Yeah, I mean, so far so good. I mean, you look at it, it's about tie game, but there's nothing tight about these spawns. Awaken's the only player here. This is not Awaken, you know, the one from NYSLM, you know, a few seasons back. No, this is, or whatever team he played for in Stage 4 that didn't make it. This is a player that is new to the scene, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll have to keep an eye on them. But as for right now, there's nothing close about this P3. About a 20-point advantage rolling into it. Two players drop. The spawns do get flipped. It's all on Henry and team to hold down the fort now. As we see, that backside does get compromised. And through the front side, we're going to see one player in Awaken make that transition. There goes the ops. Perfectly executed, perfectly traded out. And that is going to be DICE back onto the objective here in P3.
All right, well, 50 points on the board for DICE. We were certainly expecting them to win this matchup. But they're currently sitting down at a little bit of a deficit to SXC, which comes to a little bit of a shock to me, but, you know, we're still very early on in the game, and this is my first day casting NA this season, so I don't necessarily know what SXC brings to the table. Maybe they are goated. Maybe they do have a chance to win here. I guess we'll find out here soon. Awaken, able to find one with the frag. Slothy finds the follow-up, and the Hunter Killer is now out. It could be a free kill coming over to the side of DICE. And Teabag makes a big break into the hill, but it doesn't look like the team has quite gathered it back yet. There it is. We got bodies stacking on the hill for the defense. And a lead finally in favor of DICE.
It is, but the backside's still not compromised for the time being. It is going to be the spawns that SXC have. Here it goes. Sparrow. Quinn looking to make the god tier break, but it's going to get shut down in half. And just like that, whatever advantage they had on the backside of things, now looking a little less optimistic. Inside the hill, you've got plenty of action too as well. Slothy putting in massive work. He's sitting on 14 here for the squad. Teabag sitting on 16 as well, as he's going to be able to hold the back line. Getting tags on pretty much everybody who makes a transition through. He's about to get his Predator missile as well. He's got the Preddy right there. The paper airplane does go up in the sky as well. Does find one. He's working towards the EMP. Here comes the Preddy. P1 setup right now. Could be it. Quinn going to be able to sneak away, as that point is not actually able to bang through the missiles. And, well, this first set of hills down. About a 52-point lead rolling into it, but still a very scrappy bunch here for SXC. Ooh, Rapallo, you dirty boy. Look at him. He's got the Annie, he's got the Dreams, shutting down the SXC players. Snow side rotation for Henry is going to go unnoticed there from Rapallo, but his teammates have gotten the flip as well as the hill for the time being. P1 still very much so theirs for the taken, and that's going to lead us to our first listen, and we're going to go ahead and jump in with DICE. A little bit of a slow start, but they've really ramped it up here. Let's see how they sound.
Yo, P2 right now, P2.
Top there, top there.
Bottom.
Forklift side. Oh, I spawned in an 8. What the fuck?
I'm flash.
I'm gonna be
On
serious.
hill, on hill.
I'm watching your bottom.
What's not it?
Dead, dead, dead.
So much not hill. He's back connectors.
Oh, you killed the spawning seat on.
Yo,
Two bottom,
this
two
top,
bottom,
top,
two
top,
bottom.
top, top.
There's 3 bottom,
I'm
3
one
bottom,
shot.
3 bottom.
One top dead.
I'm using Sparrow.
They might get a leak,
There's
they might get a leak, green, they gotta get a green.
They have trophies, they have trophies, they have
Yeah,
trophies.
green, green, there's green, there's 2 green, 2 green, 2 green. One pushing in, there's 2 hill, 2 hill, 1 going top, 2 hill
Oh,
going
he's
top.
gonna lower.
I don't see him on hill. One shot in hill, dead.
Push it.
Push it.
Yeah, he's one shot in green, one shot mid lane, one shot mid lane, one shot mid lane.
Oh, slotty.
Welcome back, Verdict.
I have muted myself. Good God. Look, Com checks in. I pulled a denominator. We're already young into the night. I don't know if you've gotten a chance to watch this SXC team.
Oh, Bryson!
Oh my God, Bryson. Disgusting.
Flying! Oh my God, this claw.
Yeah.
You might be ready for more. There's a 4-piece. Hop on up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
it's
man.
going to expire. But look, he's got the Wilson, too. We might be able to see this one come through as well. He's going to brush shoulders with somebody he thinks it's the opponents, but it's not. Like I was saying, I don't know if you've seen SXC all season long. They haven't been very impressive. As a matter of fact, they got smoked on Tuesday night. This time around, I'm not saying it's a better performance, but it looked exceptionally better. And there goes the Wilson.
Is that?
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
is that not banned?
no, it's not banned.
Really?
Yeah, look at that baby go, baby. Look at it. Oh my. Don't run in that wall, dude. You never make it out. Oh. He's got the turns. This might be the best driving like Wilson we've seen since it's been introduced to COD Mobile. Competitive
This is
play.
the only one I've seen. You want me to be totally honest with you? We didn't see any of this happen in EU. We didn't even have anybody running this in EU.
Well, that's because he used a day late and a dollar behind.
Apparently.
All right, well,
Absolutely broken.
yeah, absolutely broken. It'll get banned at some
I
point.
do want to
It's just-
ask real quick while we're talking about it.
Yeah.
That does not count as a contest on the hill, right?
No, it does not. That's the only.
Okay.
It doesn't count hill time. It doesn't count for a contest, and so on and so forth. But it does count for kills, man. Let me tell you, that thing is an absolute denial tool. Bryson feeling himself here towards the end of this this hard point. And I've got to say, they had us in the first half day. Only 32 points combined. As we see P4 finally open up for business, they are going to find some points. But 32 points combined in the second set of hills up until this point.
All right, well, that is going to be the end of game 1. We put our money on dice at the beginning. And no, we're not gamblers, Chad. This one was pretty much exactly the way we expected it to go. In fact, I would even go as far as to say SXC did a lot better in the beginning based on just looking at the rosters. Like, we were talking about this match at the beginning when we were going over the matches of the day. I looked at these two rosters and I was like, these guys aren't going to get 50 points. And, you know, they put up just about 100 against a very, very tough opponent. I mean, you've got Teabag, who was one of the biggest upcoming players last year that wasn't old enough to play for at least part of the year, right? You've got Robalo, you've got Forsaken, who's eligible to play now. You've got Slothy, you've got Awaken as well. So this is a strong lineup that comes together here. And, you know, realistically, SXC put up numbers in the slaying department. But unfortunately, the fights that counted did more often go in favor of the side of DICE. And as a result, you could see the map control come through. And as a bigger result, you see that whopping 250 to 110 point victory.
There we go. Who is DC, you might ask? As Dave just mentioned, we are not gamblers. But it's roll of the dice. You hit 7. You won't crap out here this time. SXC, they might have crapped out. Started real hot, and then, you know, those sprees started coming through. Snake Eyes twice in a row, and I'm not saying and exaggerating. They got 2 points off of P1, 2, and 3, all the way up to P4, that second set of hills. Guys, it was gross. It was not even fun to watch. Wilson came out to play. Bryson was cooking. And a fiery start here for the boys over at DICE. So we're going to get geared up for it. Search and Destroy on Meltdown here will be the deciding factor if we make it to a game 3. Hopefully we'll see SXC pick up the slack. As I mentioned, they didn't look bad in their debut against whoever they played on this map in particular. but it was 11-y. They did not look good in the hardpoint. That one they looked better in. The Search and Destroy, though, it looked manageable. It just looked like the nerves got the better of them. We'll see if the nerves get the better of them here now as they're on the chopping block day.
How has 11T been doing this season? Obviously, we'll see them later today, but I'm just curious because, you know, I used to cast these guys twice a week, every single week, and that just has not been my fortune lately. So all these NA players, the ones that I have the most experience with, it's like, I don't know how you've been doing since stage 5, you know? I do know I'm glad to see Meltdown back in the mix, though. My goodness.
Yeah, you and I both. Well, I was about to say, that 11 team, if you are into stocks, invest. They had the dip at the beginning of the season. It is skyrocketing, man. To the moon, that team is going. I have a lot of faith in them. We'll see if they deliver now, as they have to play up against, you know, Luminosity moving forward tonight. But as I mentioned earlier, that should be one of our like highlight series of the night. We'll be interested to see how it goes now, as it's a bomb rush over to A side. Teabag bomb rushing him too. Slothy able to get involved with a third. Bombs confirmed down. Quinn is holding down this alpha angle. He's going to get chopped in half. Insanity also going to get dropped too. A very, very quick round.
All right, well, I see chat saying Slothy downgraded. Dog, Slothy didn't play for a team last year. Let's be real here.
Yeah, he subbed. That was it.
There's a world championship sub that saw no game time. Let's go.
Hey, let's go.
But
hey,
he has an opportunity this year to make that name for himself, you know?
He did. All right. First round in. Getting your feet wet here in the Search and Destroy. Not a good start. Absolutely not a good start here either. Jinkatsu going to get dropped down. Quinn holding the top side of Studio 43. Let's see what he can get done here as two players are making the wrap through. It's Awaken. Bryson going to be able to hold off the front. And Teabag's already up in enemy territory. He's going to get outs there as excellent. Able to shut him down in the trades. Nowhere in sight. But that wrap that I was mentioning, there it is. It's Awaken. He's going to be able to find one Bryson there for the cover if someone showers. And so far, so good here for DICE.
All right, well, one player advantage for the side of DICE. Make it 2 as Robalo is able to take down an extra 1. It's going to leave Insanity and Henry, but Bryson makes a short work of Henry, and now with Insanity on the 1 refrag, he essentially needs a 1v4 clutch here to bring this one back for the team, and with this rotation through behind, he's going to run right into Robalo. That's going to be a free kill, and the 2-0 lead to DICE has gone through.
Well, there we go. Already a rocky start here yet again for the boys over at SXC. We peeped them out in the hard point. They look 10 times better, but 10 times better still not enough to get the job done. Let's see what they can do here. Payoff round. 3 rounds in a row is going to be, is it misery and pain, or are they going to find a round for themselves? Teabag flirting with disaster, gets the intel onto the generator site, and bomb's certainly about to go down. Through that, though, is you got Jinkatsu is the only player in enemy territory that can make a rapid if something happen. Insanity going to be able to find the first blood. Bombs down. Teabag Robalo quickly there to trade. Slothy just waiting for that hit. He is on a mission to shut these guys down. Insanity damn near gets clipped as well. He's won. There's the bullet that's needed to shut him down. Robalo going to do the job. Teabag going to go ahead and get the defuse. And that's going to be the round 3 solid in a row. Okay, maybe 3 solid. Hopefully 3 solid.
Yeah, it looked like Bryson wanted that defuse, and they're going to give it to him. So bomb defuse, 3 rounds in a row in favor of DICE. And, you know, I think SXC is a team that is certainly showing potential. Like, this is not an easy team to beat, right? DICE. So the fact that we have you know, signs of life out of SXC in Summit early on in the game, where it can be very difficult to get any ground. And now here in the Search and Destroy, they are finding kills. Specifically, Insanity is kind of keeping some of these rounds semi-close, but it does largely look like the rest of the team is struggling with the accuracy or reflexes right now. And as a result, you have a dominating performance coming out of DICE. Insanity able to find 2 more that round, but the rest of the team still down in the dumps right now. And This one looks like it's going to be over before you know it, Verdict.
Yeah, you're certainly right. Right now, 4 rounds, rock solid. They are getting rocked, socked, and tossed out the sides. It's certainly not a good way to start their search and destroy after taking a little bit of a pummeling. They've taken plenty of pummeling since P1 second set of hills around. Now, doesn't look like it's going to get any easier, but this is Mobile Mayhem. Let's see what they can make the most of it. Raballo, CBR in hand, going to be able to gun down one. They're looking for the A side rotation. Henry going to get chopped in half. Yikes, this one not getting any better. Insanity, last player alive, able to find one, but his location, he's compromised. He's got to make a move, and that bomb is all the way on the other side of the map. And surely the team is giving him intel, like, bro, there's nobody on that side of the map. They are surely near that bomb site. And right now, they're on an all-out manhunt looking for you. You are primary suspect. Let's see how long it takes for them to collapse and collect the bounty. Let's see what they can do. 2 players apiece, both on both sides of the map. You can see it. They're covered all odds and ends looking for this man. And Insanity just wasted a little bit of time before he makes his move.
Listen, Insanity has kind of been a demon this game. I mean, tied for top kills on a team that has 3 kills between 3 of them on the other side of things, right? I mean, it has been a one-man army, but he can't escape teabag there. 5-0 lead for the side of DICE. And, of course, chat, if you guys are veterans of the Call of Duty scene, right? And you know one-man army from Modern Warfare 2, not that kind of one-man army.
Nope. Not that one not that one at all. Jesus. This one getting brutal. I mean, I can't even watch, man. I'm covering my eyes for half of these rounds. Getting toxic. Another hit through the A site there as 3 players stack it up. 1, 2, count them as they hold the broilers as well. Nobody home here at A. They must be over at B, and look at this. Pack of Wild Wolves. Awakens is good for the first. Henry there for the trade. The jump up. Excellence right here. Is he going to be able to win the gunfight? He does. The bait works. Bryson Slothy now. A little bit of adversity. They got 2v4 ahead of them, but if there's anybody you want alive, it's those 2, right? Well, it's not happening. Insanity, as you mentioned it. He's been kind of a demon in this one, and certainly bringing the demonic vibes as he picks up the 8th and 9th to collapse on this round. SXC, get one on board. Let's see what they can do on the defense. All right, well, it looks like they're going to stack it right in the middle of the map. Henry right here up top in the broiler room. Henry actually going to be trying to get the trade there on Teabag, but he walks right into a little bit of a claw, a little bit of a pinch. Not a good time here. Sad boy hours over the times here for SXC. They have yet to really convince us that they have, you know, proven to be in this search and destroy game at all right now. Teabag out on the prowl. Quinn's the last one alive. He's down in the bottom of the tunnel. HVK looking sharp. Able to get one. Has to go for the secondary. Can't get the shots to land. Bryson shutting them down. 6-1. It has been over before it has even began, man. This one, nowhere near as close as it was the last time we saw them play on this map.
In the hard point, they made good rotations. They just were flat out losing the gunfights. And largely that has been the case for the search and destroy here as well. The rotations make sense. Just DICE are a little bit quicker on the trigger. So that's absolutely huge for DICE. It's definitely a struggle for SXC. But if Jinkatsu and Quinn and Sellens and 4Henry can find a couple kills over these next couple rounds, they absolutely could still be in it. But now you're down 2, and one of those players is Insanity. And I think this one's over this round.
I don't think, bro. I know. Like you said, I don't want people to think I'm that guy. I want them to know I'm that guy. Awaken. He wants them to know, too. Right now, they're back in the spawns.
Appreciate you editing my
you know what I'm saying.
For the broadcast.
Yeah, that guy. Okay, top side. This is for the ace. He's got one. The body shots go along with it. Jinkatsu gets smoked. And Meltdown, we witnessed an absolute tragedy. 7-1. May SXC rest in peace. This one over before it even started. We're not even 30 minutes in the broadcast. This series hadn't even been playing for 25 minutes. Got to be one of the fastest best of threes I've ever seen. And that hardpoint got spicy off the rip. That search or destroy, my guy, spicy as mayonnaise.
I don't know, man. You've seen plenty of 0-second best of threes happen in Europe, right?
Well, I mean, we're not talking about Europe. We're talking about real mobile mayhem over here.
Talk about players that actually play the game.
Yeah, we are talking about players that actually play the game. And we were talking about EU. There's only really 2 teams that really come to my mind. You know, this side of the map, a little different.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. NA has more teams that show up, but I think EU has like more actual top tier players that just can't get their stuff together, right? Am I making sense here?
No, absolutely. You're absolutely making sense. You're chirping. I'm chiming. I'm digging it. I'm eating it. That one. Adios via con Dios. Nah, not anytime soon. SXC. Got to get their act together. The hardpoint looked better. Search or destroy. Abysmal. I mean, we're not anywhere near to where we need to be. That was collectively just a piss poor performance. Hopefully they'll you know, regather themselves after watching the VOD here. Again, like I said, they look much better in the hardpoint that they did on Tuesday, bro. I mean, it was unbearable at times. So thankfully, you know, they'll be able to get some VOD in. They'll be able to get some understandings in. Maybe they'll start to figure it out. But for the time being, it's going to be a brutal season for them.
Yeah, chat, we're of course just joking around, ragging on EU. They're of course real MM. But
yeah,
it is a little disappointing that every week there's at least one day that has 1 or 2 games happen, and that's it.
Bro, I don't even...
Let's see, we had, 2 games today, and last week on Thursday you had 1 game happen? Is that accurate?
Sounds about it. We had 3 forfeits last week. We were starting off. Yeah. We had 4 so we had 2 forfeits. We're getting better, but still don't make up for it. Okay. All right. That's it. That's our first series in a nutshell. If you missed it, it was a quick one. If you blinked, it was gone. It's over. It's done. Moving on to the next one. We're gonna get geared up for series number 2 on the agenda. This one should be a very much so crowded affair. Should be at least delivering something more than 30 minutes, bro. We're gonna have more content out of this next one. It's Luminosity. It is 11D, and if you bought the dip on the 11D stock, it should be paying off here. We'll see what they can do now. We're gonna go ahead and get geared up for a break. We're gonna hear a word from our sponsors, Gorilla and Call of Duty Mobile. We shall return after this intermission. everybody, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for our second series of the night. It's right. It's 11. It is Luminosity Gaming and a best of 3 that will decide who's the better team today. Obviously, 11 might be able to profit off of this one, man. LG are coming off a pretty devastating 2-0 loss against TLE, but TLE showing signs of being the best team in all of Call of Duty Mobile at the moment. We'll see if they can continue their same rampage tonight. I think they still have a series ahead of us versus Devious, but Day, you haven't had a chance to cast this 11 team yet. And if Wado joins the lobby, this could be the absolute best 11 roster we have seen in many and many ages.
Is Wero off his little slump that he had going on?
Oh yeah, bro. He's him. He's him. He's back to being Wado.
He's that guy?
He's that guy, yeah. He doesn't want everybody to know he's that guy. Okay, we got Pelone. I can deal with Pelone. He hasn't been... I'm going to be honest with you. Pelone hasn't been him for a while. I hope he gets back to being...
Holger meta?
I mean, even with the Holger meta now, he's still nowhere near what he once was when the Holger
since
first was
original Holger meta,
yeah. So I'm hoping that he can contribute here because, I mean, I've seen some of the stat lines he has in Hardpoint especially. He's not... he's not the best in the KD or the hill time department, but he plays a hell of an anchor.
As one does with the Holger.
Exactly. All right, we'll take a look at it. This one's about to square off. We got both teams in the lobby. Both teams represented 11. It's Lucifer, Envoy, Yuhi, Bologna, and Just. The bottom side of the screen, we've got LG. They're here in Trolls. It's Banned. It's Tectonic, it's Envy, it's Marshy, and it's CJ. No Vague tonight. We'll see how it progresses now as we're getting into it. This is the first time we get a chance to see a different hardpoint map in the mix here for this series in particular. North America starting to branch out. Apocalypse being played here in the hardpoint, followed up by Slums, Search and Destroy. If it does go the distance, it is going to be a control raid. So these are all Black Ops bangers maps. I mean, Apocalypse is Cold War, but Slums, Black Ops Classic, as well as Raid. I think that's like one of the originals. And this one certainly has vibes for some great action, Day.
Raid might be Black Ops 2.
Raid.
I'm gonna figure it out.
Oh, yeah, I think it is Black Ops 2. That's right. Slums is Black Ops 2. I think Summit, Firing Range, and Standoff are the... No, Standoff wasn't in Black Ops 1 either.
Yeah. Raid is definitely Black Ops 2.
Yeah. Slums is definitely Black Ops 2.
Multiplayer maps. Express.
Black Ops 2.
Hijacked. Meltdown.
Black
Raid,
Ops.
Slums, Standoff.
Yep.
Are all Black Ops 2.
Yep. The only Black Ops 1 map is Firing Range. And Summit.
Yes.
Summit was definitely a part of that. Because they
that sounds right.
Reskinned it in Black Ops 2. Alright, well here we go.
What was it called in Black Ops 2?
Uplink. If I'm not mistaken, look it up. I might be wrong.
Let's see. That is correct. Uplink.
Okay, there we go. See?
Look at that. Look at that. Between the two of us, yeah.
Killing it, bro. We got this. All right, we'll see who else has got it right now. 11. They are still waiting to load into the lobby. We got 4 out of 5. Will we see that fit be added in, or are we doubling back to the main screen? You're looking awfully cute, homie. Look at that. Up close and personal. Look at that. Rose skin on point. Boxing gloves. Absolutely beautiful as well. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, this one's not happening yet. We are prolonging greatness right now. Guys, leave the match. Come on, CJ. Come on, Just. Or is that, who was that that's left? Just yet. Come on.
I don't know. I left him.
Yeah. I'm not getting stuck in the map or in the lobby. Come on. All right. We see the 11 fans coming through. They're here to support. LG, do you got anybody in the lobby? Let's hear them out if they are here. I think I just saw the official announcement today, too, on Twitter. LG has officially signed Tectonic, Marshy, and Vague. So it is 100% official for them as we don't see Vay here tonight. Still got CJ in the mix of things, and I'm hoping that this roster is clicking because Tuesday night in that Search and Destroy Express, bro, they looked disgusting. I mean, they were terrible. That is by far one of their worst displays I have seen to date.
CJ Blur?
Yes. No. Washi, no.
Washi.
Blur's on
Washi.
Seminole. Yeah. Is that
Blur's
doesn't
on
even look
Seminole,
like
okay.
Blur in the picture, bro. What are you talking about?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't zoom in the picture.
Oh, I mean, it didn't even look like Blur from here.
I
Blur
guess
don't
that's
have
true.
curly hair. Not that
I guess
curly.
that's true. All right, well, there we go.
Plus, Blur's like 6'5". He would be towering in that chair.
Blur's like 5'2". What are you talking about? Did we even go to the same championship?
Shut up, Day.
Dog, I couldn't believe how short Blur was.
He didn't get a booster seat, you know. All right, we'll see. Who needs a
Goodness.
booster here? Not a shot. We'll see who gets the first shots, though, too, as well. Now, as we see P1's right here in the open. Lucifer already causing a lot of mayhem. Looking for that wrap through the backside. He's got it locked down. Yuhi and crew, they are racking up the hill time off the bat. And some kills to go along with it. Right now, the contest needs to come through for LG. Got banned inside the coop. He's going to have to hop out now as a team. Got to make the push on to the point. P1, if 3 points if you can get there, but staying alive, that's a different story.
Yeah, I think this map has actually come out to be very solid in Call of Duty Mobile for the competitive scene, so I've enjoyed seeing it. I can't wait to get to see a little bit more as well, especially as these teams learn it better, maybe develop some extra strats, and just kind of each team make it their own, you know what I mean?
Oh, I say Marshy's making it on, bro. Look at that. I mean, he's been a nuisance. He hasn't gotten the spawns anchor for the time being, but man is putting in God's work. Let's see if it pays off now. It's P2, the biggest money hill. Not yet the pop as of yet, but we're going to see that spawn flip with the exact amount of time that's needed. Tech blade and cutoff man as well. He gets chopped in half, can't find any more, but the job is done. Marshy putting up the numbers to begin with. He's got a 5 combo. He single-handedly locked down those spawns.
I mean, that's definitely the player we expect Marshy to be, right? We expect Marshy to come through and do Marshy things, and, well, that has been the story of this matchup for him. He's 7 kills deep, working on a Predator missile at this point. I do see we have an EMP. Is EMP still unbanned?
Yes.
Okay. I see so many people that run, like, care package, right? Just because it's like a low middling streak, so you can loop your streaks if needed.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like the EMP had more value when Goliaths were in play, and we obviously don't have that anymore either. So,
you know what? I never looked at it from that perspective. And that's such a good way of looking at it. Obviously, if you're talking about looping streaks, you got a 100 killer that's very, very low value to get, and then also that Preddy that, I mean, you get some hill time and a few kills on it, you literally put yourself in a good seat right now. LG putting themselves in a good seat. We've got a 50-point lead, not quite 50, about 43 to be exact. P3 opening up for business. Bottom side is still, it's Big Gunny there, won by Tech, but Lucifer, he has been A100 with the trades. Finally gets traded out himself, and Marshy just dancing circles around this map. Yuhi dancing circles around him for the time being. Time going in favor as we see the operators popped in favor of 11, and that stock that I mentioned earlier, they are here to play.
They are here to play indeed. Definitely a solid matchup between these two teams, but LG have taken themselves a bit of a lead. We're still very early on. That could change as things progress, but it all depends on 11 and if they're going to find the rotations they need, if they're going to show up big in the gunfights the way they need, because LG ain't playing games right now. LG is here to win, and that is clear as day. Envoy with a big pick off the heady there, going to take down Marshy, who was trying to make that backside rotation. And, well, LG continue to fill up the feed. Right now, the hill is in control of 11, but the Predator missile...
Oh, man.
Going to pick up one. I don't know, this is a doable point. Doable point.
It is. Look at the second Preddy. It's going to get the Hero Man, but it is not going to take down Envoy. One player still holding the back line. Envoy trying to make sure that this backside is covered, but from underneath his nose, he's in a losing gunfight. You can see it, the hill's already dominated. Envy, he's just gonna say you can have it, bro, but you can't have the hill to go along with it. Certainly, it's LG. They got the spawns, they got the break, they got the time. Damn near 100 points off the back, but CJ playing a little bit of perimeter control, going hammer. Lucifer gonna be able to stay alive here, holding the L outside the coop. Not necessarily holding the L right now, but so far in the first set of hills, 11, he's certainly holding the L on that one. Battle for new here as we're getting geared up for it. 5 seconds left here on this one. Nobody battling for the scraps. Envoy said I'll pick up time if needed. 66 to 98, 32-point deficit for Levity to dig themselves out of after the first set of hills.
Which I mean, in all honesty, very, very doable, right? I mean, we're talking half of a hill hold would get them right back into this game. So definitely got some opportunities here, but right now it's LG on this reset. Getting a little bit of time. They do get cleared off, and now Levity starting to push on in. Marshy watching the ladder, doing a great job there, able to pick up one, taking some fire, but Envy's got his back. Finds the two-piece. Tectonic is going to get dropped. That's a big kill and reset for the side of 11. Oh my goodness, this has been such a good game. Here's another one. Here's another one. The shield turret is also banned, right?
It is, but it's one of those you mentioned, a very low score.
It's very low,
needed.
right?
Yeah. And hey, it's a two-step process, just like that care package, right? You got to actually pop it and drop it before.
I remember when that rule first came in, and so many people had UAV on their score streaks.
Yeah.
And it's like, one click done for that one, bud.
Yep. That ain't happening here, though. These teams, they're vetted. Levity not getting the vet process here as we see P2 spawns. This time around, they're going to have to work for him. Peary pop here for CJ. We've got plenty of map control for days. And LG putting the ribbon in on this P2. Let's see how long they can hold it. We'll go ahead and dive in. Let's see how those comps sound.
Definitely going through middle.
One more.
I can't see your hop up. Hop up, Mercy, Window.
Hop up. Yes, grab. Throw trophies. He's going gold.
Yeah, Sparrow.
I flipped.
He's going down to the left.
Fury in hill.
He's right corner.
Yes, Sparrow.
He's behind the pillar. Two turtle, three turtle. I think they're going new. Yeah, they're going through mid.
P1 for new.
Weak.
Yep.
Still P1.
Window. You got that?
P1 dead.
Nice.
Okay, comms are electric. Unfortunate, though, just like we saw in the first set of hills, P3 or P2 is certainly breakable. We saw the hit come through. Tectonic holding down the fort for as long as he could, but Gold is nowhere near the objective, so that time gets a little bit closer as we see P3 pop open yet again. This time around, it is LG in the driver's seat. Let's see how long they can maintain the fort. 3 defeat, make it 4. It is the side of a Levity here for a break, and it does look like they're going to maintain the good side of the spawns and the Godheady. Envoy going to get ripped off of it. Still player in the top side of the TVs. Let's see how long he can play his life before the cavalry is needed to come through and support him.
All right, well, very, very close game between these two teams still. We were talking about a 36-point difference earlier, and we're still very close to that. It's now gone up to about 40 on this hill. There's only a little bit of trickle time left before we have to rotate, and that'll be an opportunity for 11 to get set up, get in place early. As far as score streaks go, we got a hunter killer for band, which is being used right now, and that's it. Operators, we've got a Claw and an Annihilator available for both teams. So very, very even going into this next hill. Quite honestly, just the team that plays their position better is going to win it.
Yeah, right now, Envy, he knows his position. Up front and forward, on the outskirts of the L. There goes the Claw. It's big. Lucifer finally able to shut him down, looking for that spawn flip. Tech is on a god angle. Gets gunned down, banned there to pick up the SMG gunny just there for the trade as well. Nobody able to get a foot close to the hill in all of that commotion. Big kill there from Just through the front door, but the coop still locked down. Tech looking to go ham here with the Annihilator. He's got the heady of the turtle statue. And surely enough, he's got the time to go along with it, but Lucifer guns him down. The missed shot comes through. We'll see who can get the hill now. His 200-point club is in progress. but it's going to be stopped. The grab vortex, much needed here to shut down this one, but hey, you're fighting for scraps. It ain't happening. Lucifer can't win the gunny there. Last little bit of scrap time. Going to go for nobody.
All right, well, definitely a big stretch of the lead for the side of LG. They're now within a single hardpoint hold away from possibly coming through with the game victory. First on the hill on the reset is going to be the side of 11. You can see they've got themselves a little bit of points, continuing to maintain this as well. Envoy in a prime position with the UL. Also has that claw available, so score slowly but surely starting to come back into a competing scoreline. But now LG make the break on into the hill. Envoy finds one. A grenade's gonna miss him. Band continues to lock down the time here. Hunter Killer is out. Not gonna find who he was looking for, but it might pick up Tech here. Finds a two, finds Washi and Tectonic.
Yeah.
Yuhi here to pick off Band. Just like that, they have stopped that progression from LG once again.
Yep, there it goes. These are the operators that are there. This is the last hold. You got the P2 sponsor now. You got to keep them. They've done a great job of both contesting in P1 and getting a lot of time. They've been soaking it up. Now's the moment of truth. Can you hold on to the line? Not going to be able to get the second shot in. Pretty much a burnt annihilator there from Just. Not able to find the value, but Lucifer, he is cutting them down. He's got the temple window to work with, and he has got one of the best headies and views from that P1 push. Let's see how much time he can continue to waste over here on this side. Just penetrating through the front as well. As he gets chopped down, they are going to maintain the spawns. Heavy operator usage on both sides. A battle being won on both fronts so far from 11, and they have been flawless here in the P2 site. No signs of a flip for the time being.
Yeah, and they're right back in this game once again. Only 20 points separate these two now, and the feed continues to be blue. There's not enough time for them to win off this hill, but they can get up to 240, which would be a huge comeback from the position that they were in. I mean, I guess maybe comeback's not really the right word, but hopefully you guys get what I mean there. Does look like we're going to end at about 230 is what I meant to say, not 240. But that gives them the lead.
Oh.
And that's kind of key.
Yeah, swap of the lead right there. 229 to be exact. Envy. He's got the claw. He's got the backside spawns locked down, but look at the split. They're not going to know what to hit him. On the backside of the ammo sites, they've got the trenches locked down. The swarm coming through. Marshy, last player left standing. He's got one more to go up top, but there is no body off the spawn there to help. Band finally inserts himself in the equation, gets involved. As he'll have Envy right there in the trenches, digging him out for the time being. This might be it. Flawless here on the P3 Stilt side. Nobody there to contest. LG shutting down 11 as the flawless P2 to P3 transition. They don't get anything off P2. They had to buckle up. They had to saddle up. They had to get that head over to Stilts. A flawless one it was for them. The Money Hill is not where this one ends. Certainly, a lot of money off of that Stilt side rotation.
Yeah, definitely some big plays out of LG there, but that's what we expect of a team of this caliber. I gotta say, though, 11 looking really solid. It's gonna take me a little bit of time to get used to Envoy and Just being separated from Tatio. That was obviously... Envoy and Tatio were like a dynamic duo for the LATAM region for a long time, but obviously a couple years of not great performance in the majors. They've decided to switch some things up, and I gotta say, 11 looking like they've got what it takes this year.
Oh, they do indeed. They certainly got what it takes here in this apocalypse. Just not enough to get the job done. Obviously, the goal, 250. LG just happened to cross that finish line first. We were going back and forth. That was an absolute banger of a game. That just lets you know that this series is going to be electric. That's right, chat. We're here for the long run. We're going to take a look at the best of three. Again, where are we heading after this one? It's Slums. 11, you got to bring their A game to the table. Let's take a look at the bands and everything as well. And it does look like, in the midst of all the bans that came through, Meltdown and Firing Range were banned by Luminosity. They didn't even get a chance to ban Express. There's no way 11 watched what happened in Tuesday's performance against CLE and thought that, hey, maybe we should ban Express. That's a map that I should be I would be trying to get on the table instead of off of it. But Slums makes it through the pool. What does that mean for this 11 team? Day, we're looking at it. I mean, LG last season, the best team statistically speaking in Search or Destroy Slums. Not the same team, but certainly the same caliber of players, if not better.
If not better, he says. Listen, I gotta agree with you there. You put Tech on a roster and it gets better, period. That is
it's
just
a
the
sad
fact.
truth.
And sure enough,
Yeah.
MVP coming through for Tech, of course. Only 14 seconds on the hill, but he played that Slayer role and he played it well for the team. And you can see that coming through. 34 kills along with Envy on 34. Your OBJ players were Band, Washi, and Marshy, all about a minute to a minute and a half apiece. And you look over at the opposition, the only player with over, or actually we had two players over a minute, sorry. Yuhi had 120, Pallone had 125. Very, very close match. And we're talking 21-point gap that secured this matchup. So very, very huge game for these two teams. LG, I don't think it's a surprise that they won, but I think 11T definitely had opportunities. There was a couple times I saw 11T burn operators on a hill that had like seconds left.
Listen. My biggest thing was P2 is one of the biggest money hills in the map. Like the first setup does not go the way that LG, or not LG, but 11T wants it to go. Second time around, it's even worse. The third time was perfection, right? It came down to the wire, and that third set of hills produced us a P3. This was a nail biter. This was tooth and nail. Fought both sides, right? And of course it came down to a perfected hold. That was a 50-50 hill day. Anything could have happened. 11D looked absolutely peak form in that hard point. But their peak form, again, as I mentioned, just not good enough to get the job done. The race is to 250. Had it gone a little further, I could have seen that one going back and forth all night long.
I still just think the operator use of 11T of denying the last 5 seconds of a hill to LG, not as much value as helping your team lock down 25 seconds for your own team, right? So I'm hoping that they can tighten up some of those operator calls, get some better use there, and as a result, I think they'll overall just do better in general. But here we are. It's Search and Destroy. Marshy trying to be flashy, probably gonna die for it.
Oh, I'm not on board with Marshy. I'm on board with CJ. He had a lineup of a lifetime right there. Flashy or not, Marshy was getting the job done too in the last game. We'll see if he can put in some madman work here in this one. First blood does come through. It's banned. Not finding the entry frag. This time he cashed his ticket out and there's nothing on it. He is going to be back for the next round. We'll see if he can get some support from the teammates now. Here comes the pre-fire from Marshy. He's looking to get a little antsy with it. Gets the intel he needs, but nobody there to really kind of go back and forth with him. CJ gonna try and double dip right here into the graveyard. Back to the graveyard we go for Tech and Band. Already a bad start here for the attacking sides. LG kind of getting picked apart.
This is a bit more of what we're used to seeing in Slum Search. Obviously, in Europe earlier, we saw plenty of teams actually perform better on the attacking round. And it doesn't entirely make a lot of sense to me. I mean, you're positioning in the defensive side of things. Realistically, you should have that advantage, and I think 11T capitalized well on that. They didn't overextend past the halfway point. They played their headies, they played their angles, and it really made LG struggle because not only were they fighting against time, they were also fighting around every single corner. You had players from 11T here ready to gas you out. It is going to be Washi opening up with one. Marshy hops the corner, finds another, gets two, and Tech going to find the last kill with a grenade. We're all tied up 1-1.
There you go. No bad deed undone. It doesn't go unnoticed. 1 for 1 we go. Back and forth again this series. It went back and forth in a hard point. It's only justified we get a back and forth here in a Search or Destroy. Of course, one tick across the board there. That's solidified. You've got a 1 map advantage if you're LG. Not as much pressure. 11E. Let's see if they can fin through it now. Payoff round. Will we go back and forth yet again, or are we going to see a dominant performance out of LG? History tells us it'd be LG's favor, but this one still up in limbo. Can't really tell. No trades coming through as of yet. Band looking to get a bit antsy with it. Is going to be able to get some shots onto the trophy. And just enough of his skin going to be exposed is just able to get the trade there. Tech right on it as well as CJ getting involved. This one escalating real quickly now as the round starting to develop. Bomb is still in the hands of your carrier and Envy. We got a little bit of a crossfire hold here for Lucifer. Right now, they cannot set up the play for trades. They do not have the player advantage. And Marshy, God, bro, stop. Your ADD is like going crazy. He's literally just going back and forth. He is such a nuisance, my guy. Alrighty.
Just doing Marshy things, but Marshy things not required for this round. The team came through with some strong picks and capitalized on it in a timely manner. They pick up a second round victory here. And now our round 4 is underway. Can 11T find a way through this search and destroy? Can they find a way to get us to a control, or is this going to be LG just taking away the 2-0 victory?
Okay, hop up here. Marshy does not know what Suli. He does now. Envoy, a little premature with the shots. He's spraying and praying through the wall, though. Yuhi's going to be able to find the first blood to return the favor, and Palone straddling the bomb head glitch here over at A. Marshy just, I mean, he's doing whatever he can right now. Mans is all over the map. Only found 2 kills. Envy opening up with 1 as well. It finds his first of this one. Attack trying to peel Palone off that heady. Oh, lines him up. Gets knocked down. Palone dropped. Lucifer is the last hope. 1v3. Bombs made its way over to B site. Just a matter of time. Lucifer, he's going to get the indicator. Already shots being fired in. Tech got to get caught out in the open. It was a 1v3 now. Still pressure being felt by Lucifer. Down to a 1v2 and certainly doable. He's got to make a move. The long sight held right there. And this long, deep wrap, man, I'm not a fan of it. This map is huge. But he's doing due diligence. See if it pays off.
All right, well, you got to find 2 kills and a defuse, and you've only got 15 seconds to do so. Round the corner. Band with the sniper coming through with the kill. That's not something you see a whole lot of. Band, not really one known for his sniper plays, right? So, a little bit of a bold claim, but one that worked.
One that worked, yeah. But hell, these players are tier 1. Best in the world. Best team in the world, per se. North America. Right now, it's Galaxy who has the point advantage, but this team historically known as being the best. CJ gets the trade there. Marshy drops CJ, finds 2. He's doing it with the shorty and the sniper this time around. Might have gotten a sight there on Yuhi as well. The tags to the middle of the map to call out. He's looking for the bounty to collect. Not going to get the right timing with the positioning. In the meantime, Yuhi suspects that something's going on, and he has every right to be. Certainly doesn't want to get too antsy, as now things are starting to get a bit dicey. We see Just get wallbanged out. Tech is on a vendetta right now. He's got the 6th. Yuhi and Palone make it Yuhi. Last alive. Bomb in the hands of your primary objective player, CJ. Doing just, I mean, freakishly disgusting things. Yuhi's scared for his life right now. CJ making it look easy through the door frame. You see the pre-fire, man. You already know the tension is high in this lobby. Everything matters in a 1v3 scenario. You've got to win that gunny. Can't get it through the door frame to go. CJ, cool, calm, and collective. Wins him the round. 4-1 lead. Things getting out of hand here early day.
Definitely is, and you know, again, we are on round 6, so we will be switching sides between the 2 teams this time around. Lucifer was looking for a snipe there, couldn't find it to connect, and Washi's gonna get the kill as a result. Tech finds 1, make it 2.
Oh my God.
It 3! Oh my goodness. This kid's too good. This kid's too good.
God, no, don't tell him Daddy's Wash, bro. You're the absolute worst player in North America, Tech. It's cap, obviously. I can't say that with a straight face. If I had my camera on, you would have seen I was laughing. Nonetheless, here it goes. He's got 9. He's the best player in this lobby at the moment. CJ right there behind him, though. Literally and in perspective of the scorecard, too. Let's see who ends up on top. Right now, it has been the CJ Tectonic show. Everybody's got tickets. Let's see who is going to be attending this round. The cross. Lucifer catches Marshy. As devious as he could be, he's not good enough to make the cross into the gravesite. Lucifer just too quick with it. Let's see if they can keep this player advantage. CJ inside the blue. Lucifer can't hit the shot. He's going to have to back, and CJ getting away. Oh, that is not good news. If you are 11, you are pissed that a player like CJ gets away with his life. He was dead to rights.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, especially with some of the shots that Washi has been able to hit during this game. We're talking 8 kills on the board. We're on round 7, so finding at least a kill a round is really solid here for this team. Now, there's number 9 tying up with Tectonic. You look over at the opposition. Top frag is 4 for 2 players. So both Tectonic and Washi are out fragging their whole team. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
Tech's just gross.
Tech is nasty. He's not going to be nasty enough to stay alive right there. CJ can't hit the shots either. Player advantage back in the hands of LG. Band looking to change things up. It's going to be able to get some shots, and it's good enough for Envoy. The collapse here, it's down to a 3v3, and look at this, bomb's got to be collected. Finally is 25 seconds on the clock. They've got to get this bomb planted. Gunshots coming through. It's not the Holger. It's the pocket LMG. The CBR bomb, though, needs to be planted. 13 seconds. He's going to be able to do the deed, and Ban now. In the middle of the map, streaking naked, no cover. Let's see what he can do. Gets the intel for 1, gets the shots. It's clean. Pallone, do not be the next victim. Ice. And Ban's veins, man, that one wasn't even hard, bro. Like, there's no way we're challenging that 11D.
Bomb defused.
But they did, and they paid for it. And unfortunately,
point.
that is just the way it goes. A lot more discipline, I would say, on the side of LG through a lot of their plays. You could definitely see the experience that Band brings to the table as well. So, huge performance there for Band to clutch that one up for the team. It's now 6-1 with trades off the start. Envoy finds up Marshy, but Envy able to find that refrag. 1 for 1 overall. Minute 40 on the clock. Bomb is in the hands of Pallone. But 11T, they got to find a way to grab some kills here because it has been an absolute drought.
Yeah.
For the side of 11T as far as kills go.
Oh, man, we're in the Sahara right now. We haven't seen a round go their favor since the very first. And it has not swayed their way since. Been an awful long time. Let's see if they can bounce back. That last round should have been theirs. Those for trying to get some crazy angle. I don't think I've seen this one just yet. He's going to get some intel there as Envy is going to be able to be spotted, but I think Envy is going to just go ahead and tuck right here into one of the nastiest head glitches on P1 you will ever see. This is feeding time right here. My guy will go absolutely crazy. Ban gets a little antsy with it. He said, to hell with Tech, to hell with CJ. I want the top frag. Tech says, not so fast, my friend. Lucifer's dropped. Down to 2. Pallone, Yuhi. Got to make the dream happen. Pallone wins 1. The CBR looking just in his hand as well. Yuhi, I don't think you found a good shot all game long. I think the only kill he's got is with a nade. And that is not the way he needs to go if this one wants to hit that control. We slow things down. Yuhi, gonna get collected. Tech, only right to find the 11th. And that is game number 2. Anticlimactic? No, it just wasn't that good. 7-1. Disgusting victory. Slums should have been banned. Play Express. I promise you it would have been a little bit closer. Go watch the VOD. Tuesday, not it.
All right, well, that is going to bring a conclusion to our second match of the night as LG come through with a dominating performance here in the Search and Destroy. I don't want to say Team Captain Tech, but Team MVP Tech coming through 11 kills on the board, 10 for Band, 10 for Washi, 2 apiece for Envy and Marshy, but I mean, when the rest of your team puts up 31 in a 8-round Search and Destroy, I don't think that's really anything you hold against Envy or Marshy. I think the rest of the team was just soaking up all the kills, so
yeah,
that is just the reality there. You look over at the opposition, Lucifer 5, Pallone in just 4, Envoy on 3, Yuhi on 1. I mean, you're talking 17 kills for the entire team. You take Tech out of the equation, Band and Washi still had more kills than that. Then you add the 4 from Envy and Marshy. I mean, It was just an absolute slaughterhouse in favor of the side of LG during that search and destroy. The hard point, different story. The hard point was an incredible matchup.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to go back. That one was certainly like one of the more epic hard points we're gonna see out of those two, and especially of the night. And we're gonna get geared up for it. Hopefully, we got a banger on our hands around the corner. Second series done and dusted. 2-0 sweeps across the board so far. Chet, we've got CLE, we've got Devious. They're about getting ready to square off. We're going to take a moment to catch our breath because, wow, what a series and a night it has been so far. We're going to hear a word from Call of Duty Mobile and take a short break. As I mentioned, don't go anywhere. We've got one of our marquee matches right around the corner. All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the delay, but we should be good to square off here in a moment. Our second highlight series of the map, or the night, TLE and Devious about to be underway. Chat, we've got a banger on our hands yet again. Certainly should be an interesting one now as we're going to get geared up for it. Devious on the cusp of being, you know, tossed out of the center of top 6 seeding, and TLE on the backs of beating one of the best teams in all of North America, possibly even in the world. Controversial topic. Maybe LG could be one of the better teams in North America, yes, but they also could be one of the best teams in the entire world, clearly. TLE, much better on Tuesday. We'll see if they bring their A game here now as we're going to get geared up for it. They certainly should be a banger of a series now, so take a look at the best 3. Devious are ready to go. TLE, they're just about ready to go as well. This one certainly has high implications for the regular season.
Yeah, it definitely does, and we have a pretty nice looking map pool ahead of us here as well. We've got Takeoff to start things off. Obviously a map that you and I both didn't like when it first came out, but I think grew on us a little bit, and specifically now that it's the competitive scene doesn't have to have a map playable on all 3 modes. Definitely enhances our map pool for sure. We do have a firing range for Search and Destroy and a raid for Control if we make it that far. I certainly would hope to, but it obviously sounds like TLE are absolutely frying. So I'm excited to see their performance. I haven't got to see any of them over the past couple seasons because I've been not here for NA, but you know what? That's A-okay. And man, Devious ready up. TLE waiting on a couple players here, and we'll get you guys into the action. Make sure you guys let us know in chat who you guys think is going to take away the win on this one.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm looking at a chat looking like they're going wild, bro. TLE across the board. I don't see a single stay Devious from anybody. I mean, of course, if you're a Devious fan, bro, I mean, you're certainly out. You're not out in the wide open with it. Who would want to root for those guys, right? I'm obviously capping, man. I love me some Devious boys, especially Rehan. Rehan is certainly one of the ones I love to pick on. On the flip side of things, I got to give a huge shout out. Tectonic came through with the 10 gifted and then the primary sub for himself. Absolutely loving it, Tech. Appreciate the support, homie. Congratulations on your 2-0 victory over 11D. That hard point, though, gotta go back and rewatch them. That one was that was a blazing hard point if I've ever seen one. Apocalypse. Need to see more of it here in North America. Obviously, we're about to see more hard point here in a moment. As you mentioned it, it's a Black Ops map, but it ain't one that we root to too much, recall. It's Takeoff. It's the Stadium reskin. We didn't like Stadium back then, but Takeoff's certainly growing on us as they've kind of limited the options here for hardpoint, and you gotta pick your poison at times, right? Yeah? 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Got him!
I actually really liked the original Stadium map for just the art. The map layout still was kind of that grew on us with Takeoff. But the actual design of Stadium was I liked it. I actually really did like it.
It was, for its time, it was beautiful. It looks so it looks so modern. It looked like the next revolution of games, right? It looked like a map that we just probably didn't deserve at that time in looks, but the play, god awful. Right now, you can see it here as the Space Center is where we're going to be launching off here in a moment. That is right, chat. This one about to go down. Devious looking to get on board. TLE looking to perfect their craft. This search, or this hardpoint, was a map they took down the likes of LG on Tuesday night. Are we going to see that same case here against the side of Devious? We're about to find out. I'm on board with Rehan off the rip. Doesn't look like he's going for a power position. Looks like more of a little bit of a backwards route. And he gets gunned down. Does find one before he goes. Nonetheless, it is TLE all over the objective for the time being. They are going to get shut down.
All right, well, we're still fairly early on in the game, obviously. P1 opened only for 20 seconds. You got a couple points going each way, but based on what I have heard, TLE are certainly expected to win this matchup. You said they beat Luminosity?
Yeah, 250 to 215. And let me tell you, they were flawless from P2 to P3 to close it out. From P1. Disgusting. Body.
All right, so what was the score of like the series as a whole?
7-1 in the Search and Destroy loss.
So it was a game 3?
No, it was 2 games. Done.
Oh, just 2-0. Just
2-0.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Beat the brakes
that
off
makes
of
me substantially much more excited for this matchup because, listen, everybody knows I don't hide it. I'm a Tatio fan. I love me some Tatio, okay? Never get tired of rooting for Tatio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Tatio, bro. Right now, he is not loving takeoff. 1-6. In the blender he goes. Zyrax there for the trade. They're trying to get the break on up to the staircase. They got a little bit of a hit. Tatio trying to get the shots. Can't quite get it done. S-Dog able to win the gunny. And up top, there's a battle still a brewing. And certainly a back-and-forth affair so far. TLE getting the better of this staircase side for the time being. But 2-Red causing mayhem as well with Vibin. And just like that, they're going to be able to keep the advantage that they've earned so far. We'll see how much longer they can do so.
Well, very exciting game between these two teams right now. Devious, staying devious, got themselves a bit of a lead. Just about doubled up on their opponents. Grenade coming through for 2-Red there, but it's not going to land. And, well, what a play here out of 2-Red, getting that trickle time for the team. But you can see TLE have opted to set up for next. And similar to Summit, not quite, but the P3 and the P4 are really where teams normally will accumulate points, right? So plenty of opportunity where TLE could bring this one back. And right there, that's going to be 2-Red getting fried by Zyrax out in mid. We've got Sparrows popped on both sides. Law only able to find 1. S-Thug was able to find 2, but the Sparrows trade each other. And Devious find their way into the hill. Tatio looking to come in for 2. Finds the 2. Finds number 3 on Rehan, but Zulf going to take him down. And where is the rest of the team?
Oh, man, they're back at the spawns, bro. They're in the blender themselves. There goes the Super Soaker. Super value out of it. The 3-piece there. Gets the break right back onto the hill. And Devious taking the driver's seat early on in this one. Not really looking back. Riverview Mira. You can look back and see it. TLE, they're stuck. Lost in the wind there on the rotation. As a matter of fact, they're not even going to be able to get the scrap time. TLE not looking like they were on Tuesday afternoon, or evening, rather. Nonetheless, still plenty of hardpoint left to be played. As a matter of fact, the first set of hills went very fruitful for them against LG. Right now, they've got a very, very lesser opponent. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. Big operators pop here for Tatio and Rehan. Tatio wins those as the Grav Vortex puts them in a little bit of a duster. P4 break is going to stick. We are going to see one more operator pop there from Vibin, and that is it. The Claw. They can't come through the front side. They're going to have to opt for the backside rotation.
All right, well, Law coming through 16 kills on the board. Top frag for the team, but not quite top frag for the lobby. That's Young Vibin frying out. 19 kills on the board, fully streaked out. Unfortunately, one of those is a care package. It's not the Wally. It's not the EMP. And you know, if we do see the little Wally go back into or you know start really being fruitful in the game, maybe your EMPs seem worth it then. Maybe having 1 or 2 players on the team running an EMP is worth. But
does it work against the Wallies? I mean, I assume it does, but I don't know. I assume it does. That's a great point as well. Damn, Day, you're just packed full of knowledge tonight, aren't you?
Apparently. I would feel like similarly to the Goliath, an EMP grenade only does 1 damage, but I don't know. Maybe that's up to testing. Listen, who was it with that earlier that was frying? Was that
That was
Washi?
Bryson.
Oh, well, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. It was Forsaken. All
Okay.
right. I'm
Well-
still catching up on some of the rules,
Hey.
Chad. I haven't been here for a couple seasons. I gotta ask questions too. I'm not all knowing. I know some things, but I need
Hey.
help, and Verdict is the only person I want help from.
There we go. I'll tell
Yeah.
you what, Devious right now, they need help holding on to this hill. P1. A little bit of a trip Forsaken here for the reset. As a matter of fact, you see it, 10 seconds left to go. This one getting way too close. TLE reeling it back in, boys. P1, very fruitful for them. They're going to make the hop there from the top side of construction. S-Dog, Dusted, Saucy. He is him. And the break here early on as 3 seconds before this hill pops. We're going to see the Godhead be abused here. No, he wants the aggression. And just like that, he's got the boxing gloves, but Zolf makes him pay there as he got the gunny with it. Now is Zolf leading the lobby himself on the left-hand side. On the right is Law. He's got 23, but is not going to find max value out of that Sparrow. Zolf putting him in the blender here with the Super Soaker, making it look real good.
Yeah, definitely a solid game between these two teams right now. We're talking a 25-point difference between these two. This is rivaling that matchup that we had with LG and 11T, at least for the hard point right now. You got oh man, I forget how to pronounce this guy's name. Suiwa. All right. 20 kills on the board. You got Law rocking on 23. And Zyrax hitting 20 of his own. Rest of the team down a little bit. Saucy on 17 to Tio on 12. Definitely not the performance I would expect out of the Tio. You look over at the opposition, and these Devious boys, all 20 plus. Definitely a good position. Vibin playing so good right now. Absolutely frying TLE.
Oh, man.
And, oh, goodness.
This is the beginning of a big rotation, but Saucy gets a God tier sin of the backside. Is going to be able to get the boxing gloves on another. S-Dog, is he the next victim? He is, the Predator. Not there to save him this time. The spawn's compromised. TLE are locked and loaded to Tio, popping the Vortex. He's got one shutting off this one. The chokeholds on this point, absolutely crazy when you get that spawn flip. S-Dog, the only one here for the contest. He can win the gunny. He can be the game changer. He has to stay alive in this moment, though. He's got to wait for the cavalry to come through. The hit not coming anytime soon. You can see these spawns are brutal and Saucy. He's got a claw to go. That one is the hill that was needed. The secret side compromised. Can they chain it over to P4, though, Day? Oh, baby.
TLE on a little bit of a comeback. They were sitting down about 5 points, but they're definitely bringing it back. Saucy finding the kill with the Predator missiles. Definitely Hells. It's going to slow the rotation out of Devious, but you can see S-Thug in through the back. Law going to take him down, but here's Vibin to fry even more. Takes down Law and Tio. Gets an impact on the grenade. Maybe hops the corner a little too aggressive there. Gets gunned down by the Switchblade. And I got to say, I'm actually glad to see that the meta incorporates more than one weapon right now. I mean, I know the CBR is still kind of like all powerful, but to see things like the Kilo, to see the Holger, to see the Switchblade, to see the AMAX. We saw the AMAX earlier, homie.
My.
And goodness, that's what we like to see in the competitive scene, right? We
Yeah,
don't want to see.
don't break up the AMAX.
Yeah, we don't want to see
idiot.
everyone with the MP5s and
Yeah.
whatnot. I mean, goodness.
Okay, right now, incorporating a lot of guns into the meta is great. Let's incorporate some comms. We're going to go ahead and dive in right now in the driver's seat. We've got the side of Devious. Let's see if they can hold on to the pressure.
Sparrow.
Yeah, Sparrow got me. Oh, it's...
Bottom blue,
Bottom yeah.
Sparrow.
Capture the objective. Be advised.
Someone go to top blue. Someone go to first.
One top blue and red.
Got that.
Top blue, one tap.
Top red.
Jump me down.
I got two.
Yep. Blue.
Seeker. Oh, blue got me.
Take it. Yo, take it.
One tap.
Seeker.
Where you go?
Seeker. Tickets.
Yeah, he's on hill. Contest that, guys.
Doubles.
One.
They're flash.
He's dead.
One more double.
Hey, top red. Nice. Get the hill.
TK dead.
Okay, time check absolutely there. You heard the comms. One of the things that was most crucial was get the contest, man. If you're not going to get the time, keep these guys off of it. They have been very, very much so prime on these P2 rotations. Right now, they're going to be able to capitalize and put their points a little further up before the rotation. 205 to be exact. Only 45 needed to close it out there, Day.
Yeah, they are certainly trying, and TLE only 10 points behind. Have an opportunity to still come through and win this game. They found a lot of fight there in the past couple points. And, man, they got to find a way to stop Vibin and Rihan, who have been making these flanks and making them work. Rihan sitting on 39 kills right now, and well, it's looking like TLE, the team that beat Luminosity, might be getting ready to fall a little bit short here in the hard point up against Devious. So we'll see as time continues to roll on. But right now it's Devious on the hill, only 29 points to go towards victory, and Vibin is just still almost unstoppable.
Hard cooking, man. He's fried him up, splitting him in half. Suiwa tries to sneak back to the back line. He's going to get cut in half. Rotation over to New is where we're going to see this one potentially end. 26 seated in the left-hand side of your screen. It is 47 and a dream on the right. They're going to get the scrap time, make it 45. Hill's going to pop here in about 5 seconds. A little bit of time to travel across the map. You got to get these spawns more importantly. Saucy knows what's up for grabs. Rihan wins the gutty, shuts him down. And TLE boys are in the absolute worst position. Can they get the break, though? Here comes the operators from both fronts. Zolf has been doing it all night long with the Super Soaker. This is where it ends. 12 seconds needed here. Need to get the contest in time. Here comes the operators on the flip side of things. Law gets one, but bangs himself out. Suiwa, the next one to follow suit. Saucy can't get there. Law either as well. 250 to 206. How do we go from beating the best team in North America to losing a team that could possibly be on the outskirts of a top 6 seed after last week's performance?
Man, that is rough for the side of TLE. Definitely did not expect Devious to be coming out on top here, but sure enough, they did. And these boys were frying. You've got 3 players in the 40 kill mark. Rihan and Zulf on 46 apiece. You've got 2 Red on 40 as well. And then the other 2 players are just kills away from being in 40s as well. I mean, you heard how good I was talking about Vibin during that game. This kid was flanking like a madman. Came through with 36 on the board, 37 for S-Thug. Look over the opposition. You got some respectable numbers put up, right? You got Law on 42, keeping up with the top 3 of Devious. You got Suiwa not far behind on 37, but that's where things start to drop off. You've got Saucy on 33, you've got Zyrax on 30, and Tatio, definitely not the performance I expect out of a legend from LATAM like him. 23 kills on the board. Now, he did put up over a minute of objective time, but Tatio sitting at 23 and 45 is not what I am used to.
No, it's not, man. It's a different game, though, this one. Not even close in that regard. You look at it, the other night we had Suiwa go like 39 and 26 or something like that. He was cooking, man. This time around, he goes -5. Got cooked with all the 18 seconds on the hill. Not a lot going on the right-hand side of your screen. That left hand went crazy, chat. Absolutely crazy. Vibe check in. Vibe, it was him for a majority of it. He ended up on the bottom side. Boy, was he playing one hell of an anchor. Let's see what they can do now. He is crafty with the snipes, too. Love to see how he'll fry here in this Search and Destroy. Devious, you can't sleep on him. You got to remain it. It is forever in our hearts. As we said, it's just not a saying. It's a lifestyle. Stay devious, chat. They have came through and upset the best team without a shadow of doubts in all of Call of Duty Mobile. TLE on the top of the top just this past Tuesday. I would say that was a flop, but they did get bodied.
I don't know if I can just say that they are definitively the best.
Oh, it's easy. They beat the crap out of LG. They are the best team in all of Call of Duty Mobile, bro.
Well, I might be cheering for him in that stage 5 running.
Hey, you have to, man.
Gotta see the
I
chicken,
told you,
man.
bro.
Gotta
I
see
will
the chicken.
shave every hair off my body and jump into a pool of glue and douse myself with fresh chicken feathers.
Okay, but
And
now the
CLE
real
wins.
question is if you go to the World Champs this year, right? And they win,
Well,
do you do it and then, like, do you do it at the event, or are you going to do it when you stream and get back?
I think I'm going to do it when I stream and get back. Obviously, in Trovo, you can't have your shirt off. If you show any kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Excessive skin below the neck, above the belly button. You know what I'm talking about?
Yo, that is not true.
You can't show it, bro. I swear it's in the TOS.
I swear
Check
the
it out.
front page looks different than that sometimes.
Oh, I swear to God, me too. All right. Well, hey, look, this one's on the front page. This just in, TLE. It was just better on Tuesday. They're just not the better team all around. Devious making mincemeat of them there in the hard point. Chopped them up, put them on full blast right now. Search or Destroy is where this team, Devious, has certainly struggled. Let's see if they can capitalize. First Blood's yet to come through. Law and Co. right here on the outside. Rehan. He's got the wall bangs. He's going to shut down 2. There goes another. I was just predicting that one, Chad. It is shut down 2. It certainly did land. Law was just the second victim that had just not came through. Tatio gets dropped as well. Zyrax. Suiwa, last one's alive.
All right, well, not a whole lot you can do about that one if you are TLE, unless if Suiwa comes through with an ace. He's already got 1 on board, got 4 opponents to deal with, couldn't get the turn onto Estug. Almost did. Almost absolutely fried homie right there, but just fell a little bit short, and Devious take the first round. Could be on their way to a 2-0 victory against TLE. Maybe finding their way into a top 6 spot. Rehan comes through with the first blood. Big snipe out of him. And that's going to give a huge advantage to Devious.
Oh, man, he's feeling it tonight. It is not a good mood here for the side of TLE. Good thing is Law is feeling it too. But Devious, they've got a 2 red. It's too hot to handle, and certainly still going to be alive. Tatio there for 1 for the trade. Rehan, he's got a deagle. He's got a double back, and the pinch is about to come through. Here comes Estug and crew. Rehan just allowing him to take the bait. There goes the split, the collapse. It's real. It's happening. TLE dropping 2 rounds in a row.
All right, well, the 2-0 lead for Devious coming off the back of that hardpoint win. I certainly don't think this is what anybody expected for this matchup, but hey, maybe Devious are just having a hell of a day, and maybe TLE are just struggling a little bit. But Zyrax gonna find the first blood this time around, gets a grenade onto S-Thug. It's gonna give a big advantage over to the side of TLE, and with all the noise going on over here, you certainly gotta know where everybody's going. Suwa comes through with that shorty in hand, finds 1, pops the corner, Switchblade finds another. Now here Rehan comes through with the kill onto Saucy. It's a 4v2. Looking like TLE might find their way on the board.
Yeah, 1 person only lacking in the middle. That's Tatio. He's just waiting for the wrap to the backside if it happens. Maybe even gets a little antsy with the push up. Here comes Vibin. Not hitting like he was in the hard point. Was like a Mack truck last time around. This time, he gets macked as well as Rehan. First point on board. Devious. Fall a little short there in that one, but TLE scrapping it out. Suiwa, 5 kills on board. He has been the heart and soul of this roster last game. Couldn't put up the numbers. This time around, he's starting to pick it up. Saucy opens up with the first blood. Nobody in the Donut Club on the right-hand side of your screen. Finally, we've awoken the beast. It is TLE, but the trade's coming right back through with Zolf. Gets the trade out. Vibe and finally start to heat up. Law. I mean, he's not going to duck. He's not going to dip. He's not going to dodge. He's just going to eat that shot. Oh, my God. Somebody check Vibe's device, too. That one almost connected. That would have been absolutely just despicable. Saucy. Able to stay alive for the time being, but 1:20 on the clock. Devious. The backs of one of their best hardpoint performances all year long. Starting it off in the positive here in the Search and Destroy, too.
certainly looks to be the case right now. It's 2v1, possibly a third point on the board for Devious if they're able to close this one out. You've got S-Thug and Vibin alive, and these two were popping off in the hard point, and obviously we saw some snipes out of Vibin so far already as well. They have bombed down A long, and they're completely chill with just sitting here waiting, and, well, the waiting game is the sniper's best friend. 3-1 lead for the side of Devious. Looking like this is going to be a 2-0 verdict.
Like a 2-0 indeed now. Man. Starting to wonder, like, who banned Express? That map looked absolutely crazy. It was Devious, so they have done their homework.
Listen, we tried for so long to beg for Express, and I haven't got to cast it
look,
yet
I'll tell you what,
it keeps getting banned.
TLE,
I hate it.
You might hate it, but TLE is the best Express playing team there is right now. Disgusting performance on Tuesday night. Followed up right now. I mean, if you're a TLE fan, you're puking in your shoe right now and throwing it out. Losing to Devious, not on the agenda for the night. Striking it back, though. We reel it back. The player advantage back on the right-hand side of your screen. They're buckling up for a side hit. Rihan, the only one here to contest. Not going to hit the first or the second. He's going to have to double back. That's a lot of map control sloss to Tio. Gets away with his life right there as he's about half health. This bomb going down. But Rihan making it rain there, the shots. Laws dropped. It's a clean 3v3 here for the retake. And Day, 40 seconds on the clock. The biggest position on this map right now is Suiwa. He is the player with an agenda to hold off this real out of the equation area, and is surely there for just insurance. We'll see if he can get involved in this one. Here comes the hit.
Well, we'll see here soon, because right now it's a 3v3. Make it a 3v2 is Rihan able to take down Zyrax, but Tatio and Suiwa come through. They find the 3, and that's a second point on the board for the side of TLE. Maybe a little bit of a rough start. We do also have to keep in mind that this is round 6 that we're going into. We are going to switch sides on the other half, so that could be a big factor of this match as well that I think it's only fair we take into account.
Okay, take it into account right now. One more round left, as you mentioned, and we are going to flip sides. Trophy down is going to save Zolf, but it's done its job and it's done. Put in overtime here onto this A site. Law looking to find some shots. Red in the background does drop for first blood. Okay, think he might have gotten wall banged as I see him dead right in the middle of the map so far to the fence. Trying to hold the flank down right here through the A site. Nobody home, Zolf. You can go ahead and stop, and surely enough, something's up. S-Thug. Nobody in sight. There goes the information. The nades hit in the back alley of that jungle. And Devious, all eyes on B. As the timing is absolutely perfect. S-Thug had a trophy down there, and surely we'll see who gets their hands dirty first. It's Zolf. He's going to spray his way through one, but Suiwa there as he was one. S-Thug gets dropped as well. It's down to Rihan and Vibin. Make it just Vibin as Rihan drops. Bomb's going down. We might be tied before we flip Day.
We might. It is certainly looking like that's the case, unless if Vibin's able to come through with 4 kills and a defuse in the next 35 seconds. A task that is certainly not easy, even for some of the best players in Call of Duty Mobile. And, well, oh my goodness, Law, where on earth?
From Mars, bro.
He had to have climbed up the side, I just didn't see it.
I kind of peek over at Suiwa because I just realized he is cooking, man. All right, side flips. We're going to see the attack strats come through for Devious. As I mentioned, this map, not necessarily their strongest. As a matter of fact, they got beat to hell and back by UD Angels. Their first map win of the season, first series win as well, as the DQ came through in the control. Hopefully it doesn't get that far for Devious, but for now, we're just going to enjoy the game for what it is. 2-for-1 trades coming through. Bombs going down. Law, going to take down your bomb carrier and one of the top frags in red. Zolf going to be there for the trade. Saucy, where even are you, bro? He's in armory. He's going to gun one down. Rihan out of the equation for the time being. He's got to make this wrap. The hit, though, leaves Zolf out of the equation himself. They've got trailer control, but where's Rihan? He's going to get one, get the bomb head glitch too. No, nobody on the defuse. Now they are. Look at that. He thought the player that was down was getting it already. And he gets dropped. TLE snag another round.
Well, they now take the lead with that round as well, and I think that's a key factor here. We switch sides, so maybe the strategies that Devious was employing won't work as well here now that they're going to be on the offense themselves. So, big opportunity for TLE to push us into a game 3. And man, Devious, big opportunity to just shut down everything that TLE had going for them as well. Saucy gonna open up with first blood. That's 7 kills deep for him. Definitely a good position. But Suiwa, 9 kills on the board, leading the lobby. Rihan right behind on 8. There's 2 red who comes through with a kill on Tio. That's gonna make it a 1-for-1 trade. The bomb plant comes through. CODM might be getting ready to lose a dome. Gets out of there.
Here we go. Hits on, though. 4v3. Here comes the retake. Oh, through the window. He catches glimpse of 1 red. Able to find 1, but that's it. Vibin. Can he clutch it up? He cannot. He can't find 1. Not a single shot fired as he peeked at a long sight. Bomb quickly defused. Things quickly getting out of hand. And chat, this series might be begging for a game 3. Devious. Not able to get the job done here in the search and destroy on the side flip. I believe they've lost 4 rounds in a row. This has not been their side of the better one for them. You see the attacks come through. Tio's even getting involved too. This one getting pretty grim. Let's see if they can reel it back. No, they can't.
All right, well, Rihan getting that kill on Suiwa is kind of huge there. Finds another on Law. That is big for the side of Devious. That's going to bring that 3v5 down to a 3 versus 3. Plenty of opportunity to come through with the round win now out of Devious, but they still got to keep this effort rolling forward. And right now you can see Rihan, not really an ideal sniper angle, but he's got the deagle out. He's rotating up behind Zyrax right now. Dead silence. Gonna keep him safe. Doesn't find the 2-tap on the deagle, and as a result, is gonna get dropped.
Is gonna get dropped, and that's the flank. That's the player you need to watch out for. More importantly, that's the guy who was heating it up in this round. Bombs being covered completely by player number 3. Saucy has since relocated, and so has S-Thug. Nowhere on the map to be found. He is gonna be back next round. That's guaranteed. What's not guaranteed is anything after this round. Saucy not able to win that one. Vibin keeping the dream alive. More importantly, he's inching himself closer to getting this bomb pickup. Zyrax and Tio, they're going to be forced to play the deep wrap. I mean, I don't know if the intel came through. I don't know if the comms are there. Bomb is going to be collected. And surely now they realize it. Hits on. It's over at A. Let's see if Tio can cut this map in half and get the clutch here. 40 seconds here for the retake to happen. Big gunfight here to be won. Vibin is him, though. Able to stay alive for the time being and reach in. Tio nowhere there for the trade. Yes, he is. And Tio putting in the last shots and getting the defuse. We're going to map point.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
All right. Looks like chat. We might be looking at a game 3 on our hands. Unless Devious have anything to say about it right now. If you ask TLE, they are begging for it, itching for it, needing it in their life. They just have not produced the results they needed out of this Search and Destroy. They have gone silent day since we've gotten this flip. As a matter of fact, I believe that is 4 rounds in a row, 5 rounds in a row.
Something like that, yeah.
Gruesome.
That sounds
gruesome.
Sounds accurate. Yeah, I mean, nobody expected TLE to be in this situation in the first place, right? So them climbing their way back into the match is, what we expect to see. That's going to get us a game 3. A game 3 that I don't think anybody was expecting to see. And that's just more action here for NA. And that is more reason that we jokingly say NA is a real region, chat. We get not only 4 games, but we get game 3s as well.
Well, it's not over with yet, just yet. Player advantage is in the hands of Devious. They've got the bomb in prime position. Zolf gonna try and do the work. S-Thug finally getting a kill this round is huge as well.
Bomb has been planted.
And Law now trying to prevent anything from happening on this transition. They got the post plant set up. Zyrax, the last one alive, and just like that, bomb dropped. Everyone hits the floor. Gap finally getting closed after 5 rounds in a row. They were getting beaten blue to the face.
It is kind of funny how quickly chat will contradict themselves. Because I'll tell you right now, the same people saying drop to Tio during the last game are now giving him the credit of the big double kill that he had. They're like, oh, good job to Tio. Like,
that's our guy.
Come on, guys.
Don't be those guys. Exactly. Don't be those guys. You got to go back and rewatch Zem's rant.
Oh God.
I'll have to send it to you. It's actually glorious, bro. It's one of the best moments I've ever seen anybody on air have. And right now, one of the better moments here for Law if he gets this clutch. Yikes. DLQ right to the grill. 6-5. This round here for overtime. Or game 3, guaranteed. Which one will it be? Devious reeling it back in here in the later portions of the search and destroy. They're not done yet, Dave.
They're not done yet. They're hanging on by a thread, but hanging on nonetheless, Verdict. And now they're only 1 round down. And the nice part for them is if they're able to secure this round, they guarantee that TLE have to win more than one.
Look at Suiwa.
That's going to give them an opportunity.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's
I don't
on the
know.
run.
How does he get in the middle of the map like that? He's in top wood. He's done the lick. He's gone. He's gotten the damage in. Man, I'm talking about... I didn't even see it until it happened. Zyrak's able to get involved as well. Rihan dropped. Everything's done here. It's all on Zolf. Flawless round number 12. And ladies and gentlemen, TLE taking us to a game 3 after a stout, almost flawless defending site. As we get the flip, only 2 rounds won by Devious. This one, we're heading to LA. It's only right. Control right around the corner.
Well then, that was a matchup for sure, and TLE find a way to scrape on by at the end. Suiwa with just an unreasonably good play through mid. I don't even want to call it a flank, just somehow made it all the way through the middle of the map, found a kill. Not only found a kill, was then allowed to leave alive. Absolutely unacceptable from Devious there. That kill was needed to stay in that one, letting him out at, you know, being on 12 kills, right? You take down Suiwa, you take down Saucy, you stand a way better chance in the following rounds, but it's not going to happen in time. The 7-5 victory going to come through for the side of TLE. That's going to get us a game 3 heading our way, which, if I remember correctly, was Raid? Yes, Raid Control.
Yeah, I already
with
said,
Devious
man.
on defense.
Yeah, I said it earlier, man. We're packing our bags. We're going to LA.
Dog, I'm tripping, though.
Oh, man. Hey, look, this series is tripping. Even the LG series didn't deliver up to this hype. This one, pound for pound, who would have thought Devious would have been able to hang with the thick skins of the TLE players? Devious, you got what it takes to close it out. The best team in all of Call of Duty Mobile right now. TLE almost get eliminated in this series 2-0. It almost doesn't count here. You got to get the job done. It's game 3. We're looking at it right now. Yeah, you're right. We're going to Raid. Control. This one's going to be a good one. Certainly going to be able to end this series on a high note. We'll see who is going to be remaining on top. Who is going to be dropping in the series. Already 5 points awarded just for the wins alone on both maps respectively. But who gets those additional 10? That's the question.
And those are important points as well. I mean, we got to look at the standings earlier. I think the standings are maybe not what I expected, having looked through the teams. But, I mean, we started the day off with Galaxia in first place on 85. Luminosity tied with TLE in second place for 70. And then we had a 2-way tie for 4th and 5th as well with Seminole and 11T. Yeah, Dice in 6th at 50. Devious does have 40 points on the board, so a win here would definitely help them out and could put them just a little bit shy of 11T. And then rounding off the bottom, you've got Demise on 20, UD Angels on 15, and SXC on 5. So, you know, I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Nobody has 0 points this season.
That's very true. What I will say is SXC inherited 5 points. So technically, they have 0 points.
man.
Technically, they have 0 points. Okay, that is all I will say about that one. As we're banking on getting this one started up here in a moment. We're going to be starting up here momentarily. Finally, there we go. I thought we were going to be a little bit delayed, but it is going to go. Technically, they do not have a single map won. We'll revisit that in the future, but they get tossed into the deep end. Devious do too. They hold their own in game 1. Lose full here in game 2. We're heading over to game 3. What could be the end to a masterful series. On the attack they go. TLE. They're going to have to start off hitting the pool side now as the A side hit is completely uncontested. Devious. Don't quite know it. Suddenly, everything in shambles as the setup looks pretty proper day.
Well, it certainly does so far, and fortunately for us, we're going to get an opportunity to get some more listen-ins going as well. We obviously got some of the action with Devious earlier. We, of course, want to get an opportunity to jump in this game with TLE as well. Maybe a second helping of some Devious action as well, depending on, I guess, just how the game goes, right? But right now, TLE, a 5-life lead, and they're here on the offense, and this is, I would say, a defensive favoring map, but it is definitely winnable on both sides.
I say it's a wild card. I think you have as much opportunity to win an attacking round as you do a defending round. It's all about the strategies. Right now, the strategy here for Saucy, he's looking to penetrate deep. He's gotten into the spawn. He's gotten 2 there as one comes through with the Hunter Killer. This spawn trap is an absolute nightmare if you're on the blue side of the map. They've got to find a way to stop the bleeding. Right now, they are being absolutely drenched. And TLE are just feasting all up in that spawn. Finally, they're going to be relieved for the time being. Law takes 1 to go. And Saucy right back at it. Look at where he's at. He's looking to get behind him. He is not trying to even discreetly be repositioned. And I think that influences spawns. Look at Rehan. He knows there's something on. And lo and behold, Saucy influencing that reaction, but he's right there on it. Good God. They can't shut him down.
It's looking like TLE maybe just took a little bit of time to get going during this matchup, Verticus. 18-4?
Yo.
Bro. Listen, I love the control optimization of players not respawning when you're out of lives. That was well needed. COD Mobile, if you only listen to one thing that comes out of my mouth, please change that round 5. Just
look,
please,
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, those spawns not completely optimized though. Okay, finally someone able to end Saucy's life. He was on a 9-3.
That can be your one thing then. That can be your one thing then. And then mine will be the other.
I don't
And
necessarily
hopefully we get
blame
both.
the optimizations as I much so blame the map pool selection. Like Standoff, one of those maps that you just don't have any place to spawn at. Here, Raid, there's no excuse. You've got the point where we're spawning in right now for TLE on the defense. We also have the other side of the rock or laundry even. And then we've got bottom basketball court. Like, if you're influencing the spawns, that should be felt. Right now, Devious are feeling it. 2 go down instantly on the back, make it 4. And my God, the pressure here. Devious selling a full bag and then some. And Devious not able to even get out of spawns here on the attacking side. This one is getting gruesome early, boys.
All right, well, TLE didn't find their groove in the hard point, but right now, looking like they might still be able to find that groove to win the matchup. They came through with Search and Destroy, and now they're a round up in control, and they're a couple kills ahead now as well. TO looking to make this rotation to stop the progress on B. Vibin is able to get 1 tick on board. And he might be working on a second with the help of Rehan in that 3-piece. That's a second tick. This could get them some time on the board. Devious aren't necessarily out. Oh, goodness.
Rehan, he is feeling it right now. I mean, he's been feeling it all game, man. They have putting an absolute beating on him here. And it ain't getting easier. Look at Zyrax. He's cheeky with it. He's got a flamethrower, the Purifier, absolutely shutting it down. Into the red they go. They are certainly going to see red. That's the Flames. Purifier, Zyrax, absolutely giving it everything he's got in TLE. Right back in the control. 5 life advantage. Make it 6. Make it 7. They're not doing any justice. Zyrax can't be shut down either. They're down to 3. The defense absolutely collapsing on them. In offense, just like we saw in the first round, dead in the waters.
All right, well, 2-0 lead now for TLE in this final map of the series. It could be looking to walk away with those. It's what, 15 points for the 2-1 win?
Yep.
Gotcha. So yeah, I mean, pick up some big points here, and you know, talking about those the scoreboard earlier, TLE would be in a prime position to catch up with Galaxia here today, who I believe has a bye. Am I mistaken on that?
Nope,
yeah,
you're
they have
right.
a bye.
They
All
got
right.
a bye.
So these 15 points could be big for TLE.
Oh man, big value out of Suiwa's Annihilator, man. I don't think I've ever seen a push-up like this, just completely uncontested. Devious cannot seem to get their feet under them here, as everything's just kind of going from bad to worse. Suiwa letting them have it inside the spawn trap. The Devious last-ditch effort here to shut down this B rotation. Big map control for the time being, but the paper plane from Tatio is going to allow the push from the laundry site all the way into that spawn site. If they clear the jungle, they've got a clear line of sight onto that spawn, and we saw how crucial it was here. Let's see if they can do it again. TLE not letting Devious off early. Predator missiles, good for 2. I didn't even see the second one, bro. And Tatio, he's ramping it up. Law, he's got the Sparrow popped as well. This could be it, Day. Oh, it's it. That's it. Yeah, this is game. (18-8) in the life count. Devious. Got a claw in the hands of Vibin, looking to make the most of it to hit. Leaves them down to 7 players, 16 on the flip side of things, and it is not even close, chat. Not even relatively close.
We'd be praying for a miracle and then some for Devious to make this comeback happen. They're down to 4 lives with 14 to deal with. Just not a realistic comeback scenario against a team like TLE. And, well, you can see now down to 1 life, unless if Rehan goes on an 11 spree right now.
No, it ain't happening.
That's out for Devious. He found 1.
As soon as he peeks this window.
Stop the cap. Yeah.
Yeah. Quit the cap.
Couldn't get down for the contest.
Quit the cap, chat. You said Devious was taking the control. Yo, they were anything but taking that control, bro. They never even got an option to win that one. That was disgusting. TLE. I mentioned it earlier. They're the best team in all of Call of Duty Mobile for a reason. That one right there. Miles above the hardpoint presentation. That one was... I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, chat. TLE was mid. If mid was a word to use to describe. I think that's letting them off easy. They did not look good. The KDs look horrible. The rotations were sloppy. They had 0 map awareness. They looked like they couldn't hold their own. That control, night-day performance. And look who's on top of the board. The man himself, Tatio. Putting up the numbers here as well. Zyrax. Saucy started out bleeding them dry. He went on a 9-0 spree. 19-10 is where he ends on the left-hand side of your screen. You've got S-Thug. He's the only one positive, and it's only by 2.
Well, Tatio definitely making a bit more of an impact than he did in that hard point. Came through, top frag of the lobby. Obviously, as you mentioned, we had a couple players on TLE that just really turned things up after that first match. And Devious, they'll at least not go home empty-handed. They're going to pick themselves up 5 points here today for that hard point victory. But it's going to be TLE picking up 15 for the 2-1 win. That's going to tie them up with Galaxia at 85 points. I do believe we have other teams that have passed that now. Let me scroll back up. Luminosity won 2-0, right?
Against who?
Today. Against Levity,
Yes,
right?
yes.
It was 2-0? Okay, so yeah, so then that would put Luminosity in first with 90, while Galaxia and TLE are on 85.
Okay, yeah.
But in the event of a tie, I think it is important to remind everybody that TLE does take that head-to-head matchup with Luminosity. So
Absolutely right. They don't have the head-to-head against Galaxity, which you said they should be at 85, right?
yes,
Okay, they got 2-0 by Galaxia Simplicity, and it wasn't close. The Hardpoint beatdown, Search and Destroy. They didn't even show up, bro. It was gross. Tonight, they stepped up in the Search and Destroy when it mattered the most. That was a map that they had not looked good on all season long. The good thing is, neither had Devious, and it showed. Control, though, was a 50-50 going into it. Was nothing 50-50 about it. TLE put on a dominant display of performance. So, if we get these standings updated here in a moment, we should see TLE tied for third, or tied for second, but they would eventually be in that third place spot because of that head-to-head against Galaxity. So that takes us to our last series of the night, chat. This is where it's going to end. Seminole and UD Angels Day. We have that one coming up right around the corner. We're going to take a moment to hear from our sponsors, Gorilla and Call of Duty Mobile. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with all the action.
space right now. It's 2v1, possibly a third point on the board for.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here for it is our last series of the night, and it's only right we go out on a banger. Seminole, UD Angels, squared off here in our last one. Could be an absolute delight. We'll see it pan out now as we got both teams in the lobby about ready to go. I hope everyone enjoyed the highlights from that last series. Devious, fumbling big time, TLE, absolutely slaying out in that control. Momentum went all their way in that one. The raid was not even close, chat. Let's take a look at it here from the front end of things. This best of three, about to be a spicy one indeed. Date starts us off with a little bit of a takeoff hardpoint.
That it does. And then for map 2, we'll be looking at a slums search and destroy. And if we make it to a game 3, we might see another raid control. Definitely got some exciting stuff going on though. A addition today to the Seminole lineup, guys, is Kira. So that should be a pretty exciting. There's always been a little bit of rivalry, I would say, between like Kira and the Angels, right? You know, she's usually been on teams like Celeste and whatnot that oppose them. So, you know, here we are. It's main season Mobile Mayhem time. We finally got the girls in the action. You got NYC Rat, Jazzy, Bianca, Nagaboo, and Mass. So no Aerith today. They're going up against Space, Blur, Zai, Kira, and Solo.
Okay. Well, talking about putting your best foot forward, your best player not even in the mix, that's going to be a problem. We'll see if the girls over at UD Angels can handle the mass of players from Seminole, Kira being added to this roster. Who's riding the bench, you may ask? It's Jez. Jez is not in the lobby tonight. We'll see if the man from 808 joins us midway through the series, or if he's just going to absolutely let the boys have it from Seminole. And gals, Kira, welcome to the squad. Goals high. Team absolutely cracked. Let's see if you can fit in, mesh in well as we see this one pop open here. Just a moment. Seminole versus UD Angels. Chat, let's hear it up. Who we rooting for? Let us know. P1 popped open here for the business. Kira gets the business end of the Holger, but in this space, he's going to be able to get the trade out. One shot. He is not going to be able to stay alive. Side going to be there for the trade as well, but Rat, an absolute beast on the outskirts. Time being collected here for the boys and gals over at Seminole for the time being. This one's starting off real scrappy so far.
Yeah, I definitely am excited to see the Angels finally competing in the main series of Mobile Mayhem. That's something I've been asking them to do for quite a while. And I know a couple of them were waiting on, you know, phones to play on or transitioning to phones. So I'm definitely excited to see what they bring to the table here and now. But we've got a little bit of a point lead for the side of Seminole, and with multiple Stage 5 competitors on this lineup, I gotta say, I'm certainly expecting Seminole to win this one. If the Angels come through and push this even to a Game 3, I'd be pretty impressed.
Well, they already have one series win, which, you know, some teams that come and play through in Mobile Mayhem never get that opportunity. Right now, they're making the most of it. Kira making the most of this extended stay here in the backside of Stadium. Finally going to get shut down. It is Mass who's going to be able to come through in fruition and make that player evaporate. Right now, Solo holding down the fort on the bottom side of the staircase. He has been trolling all the way on the flip side of things, but he has picked it up slack there. 8-3 for the boy in Solo. Gets shots there on Nicole. The tags not going to give away the location, but the bodies are going to drop. And the time being, UD Angels down by about 20. Not looking to get any time off this P2 so far.
Well, not looking to and not being allowed to are quite different, right? And right now, the Angels are struggling to make a break on in. We've got trophy systems up top, which is going to prevent a lot of what you would normally use to clear out the top, right? And, well, Bianca gonna get one onto Zai there. Mass finds Solo, but Kira comes through with one onto Nicole, one onto Jazzy. Make it 3 as she takes down Mass as well. This girl is here to win.
Here to win, here to win the rotations, more importantly, too. I mean, those are big gunfights on the backside. Bianca trying to compromise the secret site. Nagaboo there for the trade. As Mr. Blurrito going to be out of the equation. It does look like he's going to spawn right exactly where his team needs him to. And the control, uncanny so far, uncontested here in the P3 side. 20 seconds in, nobody coming through. Mass in the corner waiting for the cavalry. They not coming, homie. I'm sorry, they're getting chopped in half. Jazzy, though, through the top ropes is going to be able to collect one. Here comes the operator from her. Looking to get some collateral damage here from the ricochet shots. Able to clear out the backside and well executed, but leaves one alive. I don't know who that was. It was a Solo. He gets dropped nonetheless. Kira, only player in sight here to contest with it. Now is 15 seconds left to go. They're going to go ahead and saddle up for new. Ooh. Zai. Bringing down the haymakers.
You have the graces of having not only some Trovo staff, but the one and only Leon in your chat.
Oh,
My
really?
goodness.
The actual Leon? Oh my, Leon!
Leon. Oh my goodness. What
Yeah,
a
but he
legend.
doesn't follow
What
me,
a
so
legend.
yeah, he doesn't follow me though, so I mean, that's cool, I guess.
Yet.
Leon, I'm gonna need
you're
you
gonna
to
win him over here, bud. You're gonna win him over here, bud. I believe in you.
Oh, well, hey, we'll hope. I mean, follow is free, but if a sub comes through us too, we might have surely won him over on that one. I'm obviously, I'm reaching for that one. I gotta get the follow first, but right now, we're following this one. 25 seconds left. It has been a scrap fest. UD Angels, yet again, denied a break inside of the P4 site. Things getting very, very grim and dark on the backside of this P4. Oh, there we go, Mass. Pull up the nunchucks. 1-2 dose to the face with Solo there to quickly get the trade. As he gets traded out too. See a blue on the left-hand side of the screen. Girls, they need to get back onto the objective. They need to get a turnaround. First set of hills down. They are down by a massive amount.
Yeah, you are right there, bud. And, you know, this 70-point gap is overcomable, right? At 68, whatever it may be. But a single hill hold could put them right back in the matchup. Zai gonna get shut down there, but Blur here for the refrag. Right now, it's NYC Rat and Bianca are top frag for the side of the UD Angels with 13. Solo and Zai, however, sitting up on 22 and 21. You've also got Space on 14, Blur on 12, Kira on 11 of her own as well. This is certainly looking like a seminal win, unless if the Angels are able to find some way to get themselves back in this matchup.
Yeah, some way, somehow. It's been hard times for the girls in blue. And surely enough, it's a kill race for Zai and Solo. Right now, Solo taking a lead. It's only by a handful, but hey, few go a long way here in Call of Duty Mobile, especially in Takeoff. This map is huge. And sometimes it's very difficult to find your opponent. Zai stalking his prey there. Gonna be able to find another one there, and Jazzy, too. God! Mass finally able to get the trade out. As she goes down as well. 24 on board for Zai. Solo increasing his by 27. Let's go ahead and see as we see the gameplay. It looks great. Let's hear if it does sound great now as we go ahead and jump in with Seminole.
Swear, got me. Cube. Stairs. Nice. That's running white.
Oh, one white. What the fuck? White.
Bottom 18. Take a stairs.
Oh my god, y'all killing everybody, bro. Can y'all chill? Come here.
You can get that one Solo.
Mid right now, man.
I got one kill with my fucking Fury. Y'all are some cocksuckers. I ain't got shit on. I'm uninstalling.
On the stairs.
I'm gonna go. Never mind. Fuck this. They like to play old, by the way.
One top blue.
It's mine 10 seconds. It's mine 10
Bottom
seconds.
blue.
We don't know.
Oh my.
Running in blue.
Blue, Annihilator.
Yeah, another got me. From blue.
Yo, Solo is an absolute menace, bro. Somebody needs to get their mans out of VC, bro. That was the most devious laugh I have ever heard in a listen-in. Solo, you are in prime villain era right now. Day still waiting to reconnect back to the VC. I'm sure he's just kicking back and having fun. See a yellow on the left-hand side of your screen lets me know Seminole. They are steam rolling right now. And this train not stopping. Good God. Day, I'm sorry, but I had to jump out. After I heard Solo laugh like that, I was just like, I don't want any part of this.
All right. Well, definitely got to say that's the energy I expect out of a Seminole lineup. So I can't say I'm shocked, but right now we're looking at a 199 to 105 lead. UD Angels are definitely falling behind, but have opportunities, especially on this P4, that they could start to bring things back. They just need a couple good kills on the hill. They need to push their opponents back, and right now they're not in a great position to be able to do so. The only operator we have available is Kira with that Gravity Vortex. We have Space, who is right on the cusp of having that Sparrow available as well. And that's it. Nobody else is close.
Oh, Solo. God, bro. He's slicing him. He's literally cutting him in half. Let's see what he can do with the Hulk, too. He's got a CBR, and my God, a 100-round drum. He is just spraying away. The damage is being put in, but no kills yet. This okay. He's got 300 bullets left, bro. It can't go wrong, right? This one is just easy. Look, he's just spraying away. Homie, I don't know if I'm glitched or if he is just actually doing this for the memes. And certainly, right now, his location about to be compromised. On the bottom side, no, it's I. As I read in chat, he's handing out equal opportunity A-whoopings. And my God, business is good. It's a booming. 12 seconds needed to close it down. UD Angels not rising up to the occasion here in this takeoff. Seminole giving them the business for the time being. 2 seconds needed to close this one out. Certainly. No, actually just one as that ghost tick does come through. I didn't think it was actually going to be a full second, but all it's needed is one. UD Angels nowhere in sight. Hill pops open. Game's over.
All right. Well, unfortunately, the hopes of the Angels making a little bit of a comeback, making that game a little bit more spicy, fall short on 2 points that they were able to gain. And, well, that's going to be Seminole coming through with a victory. And, well, you can pretty quickly tell exactly why just by looking at this scoreboard. 39 kills for Zai, 38 for Space, 36 apiece for Blur and Solo, 17 for Kira. You look over at the opposition, homie, top frag was a 24 coming through from Nicole. You got 22 apiece on Jazzy and Mass, 20 on Bianca, and 18 on the NYC Rat. So huge performance out of Seminole. Again, you've got a stacked lineup of stage 5 competitors on this team, and the UD Angels, they're new to the big league here. I mean, they are the top dogs when it comes to Mobile Mayhem girls. It's a whole different level of competition here, and you know, I think they have potential, but it's going to take time.
Yeah, I mean, there's something Bobby and I talked about. I mean, there's certainly some room for improvement, but expectations are about where, you know, we expected. You know, but there's always that possibility of getting a lot better. The good thing is they got a core of girls who have been playing and frying for so long together that chemistry could come out to play. Obviously, we make a few adjustments here or there. Jazzy was the one that usually is the one that's frying, but Aerith is in that top 10 category for KD in hardpoints. Her presence was needed here. And even without it, it wasn't a bad performance. It just was not a good one. You know, to say, I think we watched SXC's team make their debut on this map against 11E. They got beat 250 to 30. It wasn't close, homie. This one went back and forth for a bit and then just completely got busted wide open after that second set of hills.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think experience is really just what won this, right? I mean, again, you've got multiple stage 5 competitors up against the new kids on the block, right? And that's ultimately just the reality of what we have going on here. Obviously, you know, we want to see the Angels do well, but they don't have their team captain, who's one of their most vocal players on the call-outs, on the confirms, on the strategies. So they're already playing at a little bit of a disadvantage against such strong opponents. You add that on top of it, and I just don't know that the coordination is there for the Angels to truly put up a fight in this sense.
Okay, well, players formerly of LG, best map last year in Search and Destroy. This is where we're at. Not a majority of the team. Oh my, trades coming through, but a few and then some. It's Blur and Solo. Blur's exited the equation. Rat getting involved. Jazzy getting the first blood on the left-hand side of the screen, and a little bit of uncertainty right now. Things getting a bit dicey. Zai tried to capture somebody, but Rat right there to rat him down. And Kira in space, last two alive. She was on the other foot this time around. Search and destroy prowess is certainly here, Day.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. And man, gotta say, this has been a good round for the Angels. But the big thing is they've got to be able to keep this energy up, because you know Seminole are going to bounce back with some fire in the upcoming rounds. And oh, we might even have to wait for those upcoming rounds. Space going to find one. And that's a bold ego child to challenge Space to a sniper battle right there. But you know what? Jazzy makes it out alive. Jazzy going to give the business to Kira, but Space here for the refrag with the shorty. It's now Space versus the NYC Rat. 2 kills apiece. Who's going to come out on top? Space got his Locust and the shorty. Meanwhile, NYC Rat going to be playing through here with the Holger. Obviously something that has come back into the meta. Very, very strong weapon. She might even get a cheeky pick here. Get some shots onto Space. Honestly,
oh my god! What the hell was that? Did you just see Space?
I saw the receiving end of it, and it didn't make sense.
No, it didn't. I watched it. Oh, Space.
Where's the hand cam, homie? Where's the hand cam,
We're
homie?
going to need it. Yeah, we're going to need you to forfeit all your device. We're going to have to check that with Hardcore Rat. Catches the shorty, the 3 there to close that round out. Space, you dirty, dirty dog. You've been very naughty. And that wall bang let me know that you're here for business.
Listen,
damn,
I wish
that
I
thing was nasty.
I wish I could have been in the Angels VC there just to hear the WTF come through. Because you absolutely know she was confused. Oh, goodness.
Well, the whole lobby was confused. Blur, he's not. He's got an HVK, one of the guns that we have put together as one of the better metas here. Underused vastly, and it's not necessarily for obvious reasons. It's for a little less. I mean, you got better options, obviously, but still a contender. The Holger, on the other hand, certainly a part of the criteria. Zai, he's your main sniper. He's going to go ahead and get the bomb plant down as well. And the setup here is cut. Space finally drops. And right now, it's down the mask. Can she clutch up? Woo!
Oh,
damn!
Goodness! Mask gonna find the one onto Blur. Now she's got to deal with Zai, and we know what a demon Zai can be, especially with the snipes. Time is running out. Mask only has seconds to work with, and Zai gonna pick up that kill. 2 rounds in a row go in favor of the side of Seminole.
Okay, Seminole off to a very fiery start. Even after that first round where they were down 2-3 in the player count, able to reel it back in. Space finds those last 2 and gets the clutch. We'll see what he can do this payoff round. It's Blur, solo. Getting involved finally. Now he got his second. Space making the creep on to the left side. Bianca right in harm's way. Realizes the danger that's at hand. Able to capitalize on 1. Where's the peek from Space? He's behind you. He's an elusive sucker. And Rat able to win the 1 there on solo. The bomb heady is her best friend. Fortunately, the timing though, Space gets the intel, is going to go ahead and get this plant. Let's see what kind of cheeky angle he's got up his sleeve here. There's the commit. And let's see what kind of intent we got here. The setup. He looks for the backside. I love this one. It's aggressive as hell, but Rat, I think, might have spotted him. And it matters. Rat wins those. The 1v2 clutch. Rat, let's go. No body shots either? Come on.
Bomb defused. Nice work. Get ready for the next round.
Rat is pretty respectable for being a rat, you know? I mean, yeah, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. But the round win does come through. The big clutch. 5 kills on the board for Rat. Nicole, the top fragger of last round for this, or last game for this team, currently sitting on a donut. So hopefully Nicole will be able to bring things back here. But with Solo coming through and walking through 3 like it was his job, ain't gonna let that one happen.
Walking through 3. He's crawling right now. He is gliding, flying on this one. You think the man had gung-ho the way he's moving with his sniper. Zai, he's gung-ho as well. Mass is dropped. Blur, good for the last. And back to what we expect out of this Seminole squad. And business being handled. So, 3-1. Midway point, we've crossed it here for the first 6. And so far, so good for Seminole. They have been able to find 3. Can they find any more? We'll find out now in the payoff round. Hit last time. Was on board with Solo. Let's see what he can do now as he's got CBR in hand. Gets the toss out for intel. Gets a turn and burn on another. And my man's is cooking. Let's see what he can fry up next.
Well, we'll certainly have to see. Right now, Kira and Bianca are the only casualties. Ooh, NYC Rat gets a little bit of a wallbang hit marker there. That's going to give some information. They know at least one is creeping around the A side, and there it is. The Holger coming through with the wallbang. Big kill out of the NYC Rat. Blur, however, getting the plant and does have... Oh!
Does not have his head. Holy hell.
Big rotation out of Jazzy there. That's going to leave space left alone in a 1v3.
Oh, man. Blur does a great job getting that bomb plant down. Okay. Puts it in prime time position here for the clutch. Space doubling back. Can't get away. The wall bangs prevailing yet again. Rat. Respectful as hell. Gonna get that defuse. And this one. Not a 7-0 chat. This one. Certainly gonna be special. 3-2. Still lead in favor of Seminole, but these girls, they're feisty over here at UD Angels. They like a good fight. And they got one on their hands and an admirable opponent. Seminole not able to run away with this lead just yet.
Not quite yet, but it definitely feels like it is approaching. A couple good rounds, however, though, come through from UD. Now, the question is, can they keep that energy up? This is the last round of their defense, and for North America, defense has typically been the stronger side on this map. Jazzy, getting in a head glitch spot here, might be able to find a kill on the Blur, but he slides the corner. Ends up getting the kill. Big play out of Blur there. Definitely going to be a big factor shutting down Jazzy, who is on 7 kills. I was not saying Nicole got her first kill, but she didn't. So, yikes. What a bot.
Dang, Nicole, you gonna take that? Leon, how many times are you gonna pop in here without saying anything, bud? Come on. We're gonna need you to do something special. This is your chat, man. This is your platform. We need to hear from you. What do you think? The games, are they sweaty enough? Are you not entertained? If so, drop a follow. We'd love to have you back. Right now, focus here, at hand. Kira, the last player alive, 1v3. This one's for the tie for the girls over at UD Angels. This one, clutch or kick, Kira. What will it be? You choose. Your destiny. Bomb is in their hands. And we'll see what she can do with it. Making a lot of noise here on the backside of things, covering all odds and ends before she does commit. And surely enough, she's about to walk into a disaster. And his name is Bianca. 3-3. We're tied. Dave, this one, not over yet.
Well, I still just have concerns about the side flip. You know, again, this is North America, not Europe. For some reason, the offense seems to be the stronger side on this map for Europe, but I don't know. We got to see it here. We got to see it. If the Angels come through and win this one, I'd certainly be proud. That is, that goes without saying, but again, we've switched sides. This gives the option for Seminole to play a little bit more defensive, a little bit safer, and they might be able to capitalize on that. Again, this is experience versus the new kids on the block, and you can't take that lightly in this instance. Zai gonna find 1 to open up on Nagabu, who's still 0 kills on board.
Not her game. Not her map. Zai, though, not his gunfight to win either. Rat is on a baby burner. No, she's hit double digits. This is a heater. And here comes the heat. Solo's cooking. Where the hell did Mans just hit that space? Okay. The wall bang is absolutely on point. We already knew this space is him. Apparently so is Jazzy. I don't even know where that one was from. All the way from downtown. Shuts down Corey Himothy Brown. In space. We'll see you next round. Jazzy starting to heat up too. She might be getting in double digits if you can find that last kill with Solo. He's a slippery son of a gun. He's going to slide through the backside. That bomb down confirmation being picked up. That's plenty of info. I don't know if he quite knows it, but we'll see if he encounters the rap now. As Mass now down in a 1v1.
All right, well, Solo certainly has the experience here. He's got 9 kills on board, but Mass able to come through, pick up the bomb, and now Solo on the hunt. You can see this rotation coming through. Dead Silence obviously not going to be active through mid here. He's on the sprint, knows that time is a factor, and sees nobody on B. And well, he's going to get the free rotation up from behind. Goodbye, Mass. And gets the defuse. That's going to be a 4-3 lead in favor of Seminole.
Rounds are getting close though, Dave. I gotta commend it. UD Angels. They are stepping up here in Search Destroy. That hard point was brutal. But again, on a map like Takeoff, things can get quite out of hand. And you never really fully recover. The Search and Destroy, you've kept it within arm's reach. Dave mentioned a prime point earlier though. The side flip, not necessarily going to be your friend. That one again coming down to the wire to a 1v1 Solo. Literally already in blue. Let's see what he can get away with. Jazzy going to be able to open up with first blood. Let's go ahead and get to her point of view. Bianca might be the second victim to a Solo. Through the smoke, is going to be able to find one, but he is traded out. Zai in space, left alone in the 2v4. Now, certainly, things will speed up. You've got the player advantage. Can you maximize on it? Space, looking for the off angle here onto the B site. If anybody peeks it, they're surely dead. Zai, going to be able to find one in the background. Info for Zai is going to give Space a little bit of leeway back over to the middle of the map. As he's got to overlook and get for the trades, he's not going to be good for it. Jazzy going to shut him down on top of that, and just like that, we're tied up again.
Man, this is turning out to be a much closer game than I thought it was going to be, especially after we saw that hard point and how quickly the side of UD fell apart. But the sniper presence is looking strong right now out of Jazzy. You've also got NYC Rat with that Holger, 11 kills deep. Has as many kills as Solo, and Jazzy is even ahead of a stage 5 runner-up right now. So huge plays coming out of the Angels. All we need to see now is Nicole get a kill on the board. Maybe that'll help the team get through this search and destroy. Oh, God. Space is nasty with the wallbangs. Oh my goodness.
No wonder Nicole ain't got a damn kill, bro. She can't even make it out of the dang spawn. His Space is just absolutely griefing these girls. He don't care, bro. These bullets, they are not they are not discriminatory. Girl, boy, it don't matter. Whatever you are, you've got to be fearful of where he's at on the map. That is just one of the perks of being Space, man. He knows every little nasty wallbang that he should not know. Well, good thing, though, for the girls in blue, they are certainly for the player advantage. Nicole finally getting on board. I saw that from the receiving end. Those gloves look electric. And the rhetorical hands are going to be caught there from Space. Nicole adding some damage in and getting involved, getting the bomb plant along with it. Solo going to be able to find one. That's going to slow the hemorrhaging, but Kira drops. It's all on Solo.
All right. Well, UD are making me eat my words right now. Absolutely. Nicole finally got a kill on the board. Only one, but it doesn't matter because the team's there to close things out that round. And the 5-4 lead is in favor of the UD Angels. Man, trying so hard to get Leon's attention.
Man, dude just popped in here like 7 times, bro.
7 times,
swear to God, 7 times, bro. We know when you pop in, man. Just say what's up. Hey, what's going on? What's popping? Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Bianca, nasty wallbang Zai. Can't make left or right of it, and right now he is not having his best game. Solo, though, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. Been an absolute demonic force to fear. Space, we already know, man. He's not necessarily getting all the kills, but you are certainly unsafe standing still at any point in the map. Right now, Rat might be on the vengeful end of a nasty wallbang per it hits, but caught timing. Not necessarily favoring Space this time around. There it is. He doesn't need the bang. He just needs to wait for you to peek, and surely it's inevitable. You can't help yourself. You hear the shots. You want to see where it's coming from. Blur. Gonna speed it up too. Bianca. Last player alive. A 1v4 for their life. This one. Not going to get out of hand here. They're going to contain the damage and keep it to a minimum. We're going to be tied up. Purre just got your breakout here for Bianca. 1v4, Dave. What do you think?
Unlikely, but, I mean, she's 8 kills deep, and you know what? Solo's 14 kills deep. So, you know, Solo wins that one. All tied up. 5-5. This Search and Destroy is actually turning out to be really, really solid, though. Enjoying watching this matchup. I've been waiting a long time to see the Angels compete. I am a little disappointed that I don't get to see Aerith play today, but you know what? That's fine. She's a bot anyway. So, hopefully the team... Oh, Bianca, that one looked like it probably should have hit, but... Unable to get the information. No hit marker off that shot. And no first blood yet, but the bomb rushed up by Nicole. Gonna get that bomb plant coming through, hit it in a second. Nope, just kidding. Dumpstered by Kira. It doesn't matter. The team picks up the 2-for-1 trade overall. They've obviously got bomb down on B. They can confirm its safety now, but Zai able to take down NYC Rat. Bianca definitely just caught a glimpse of Zai making that rotation out of mid, and you can see the patience just absolutely waiting for him to come around that corner. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, this is about to happen. There it goes. Oh, Bianca had it lined up. Kira does too. Gives one girl a fade. Certainly, they don't like it. Mass taking them to school. Not Sunday intended. It is the bomb they hop. No, it's already been popped. Kira, the last hope. She's gotten the defuse. Zai was just bait. And we're on match point.
Well, really, really big play out of the side of Seminole there, taking an unfortunate situation and able to turn it around even with the body sacrifice just to get that defuse. And big play out of Kira for doing so. It is now match point in favor of Seminole. Unless if UD can find a round here, push us to overtime, and then find a way to close it out. But Nicole able to find one onto Zai. That's a pretty big pick off the start, but Solo is just largely uncontested. And unfortunately for Jazzy, has not been having the best last couple of rounds. I mean, we were talking about this girl being on 13 when Solo was on 11 3 rounds ago and hasn't found anything else. Now Solo, the knife, followed up with the CBR. Mass does get the kill, but Solo found 3 before he died.
That is such a problem, man. It's just absolutely terrorizing. Jazzy finally able to pick up their 14th. Let's see what she can do. Now this is for the clutch. This is for overtime. She's got Mass with her as well. They both combined for 23 day. Can they make it 25 in a round 12? Or we see this one close out right now. Shot's going to give away the location. They're going to opt to relocate themselves. Kira, Blur, tag teaming it up. Blue, Intel's there. Rotation as well. Mass gets plenty of map control, but there's Jazzy. Kira's dropped. Blur. You got ice in your veins, or is it too hot down here in Panama?
Well, we will certainly see Mass coming through with the bomb plant right now. Jazzy able to find 2 more this round, definitely helping the team through. That's going to leave Blur last alive. He's got 8 kills on the board, needs to find the 1v2 clutch right now. Bomb is planted. You can see him making that rotation up through the backside. Just crawling.
What a
like a slithery little snake.
A little sneaky snake. You're not fool, Jazzy. She's quick to hop the trigger. Blur. You're not sneaking around nobody. You're not no sneaky snake. A snake? No. You're dead. Like a sneaky snake should be. At least, you know what? At least Rat wasn't around. She might have got devoured. Nonetheless, payoff round. It's overtime. How does it work, you may ask? First to win by 2. You flip sides after each round. First blood's in. This one's going quick. Solo on an all-out vendetta. He's trying to hit 20. He's got 19 to make it 20 there. And Bianca is in a 1v5 situation. This is a bad pickle to be in. Does find one on Zai. Gets the turn on Blur. Cannot get the shot to connect. And ladies and gentlemen, this could be it. The end of the road for the Angels.
All right, well, we're here in overtime. And it's Seminole still on match point. They win this one. They could close things out in 2-0 fashion. They could get themselves some well-needed points on the board. It's a very competitive region here in North America this time around. I mean, your first place spot before today was one team. You had Galactica. You had a 3-way tie for second, and you had a 3-way tie for 5th, right? So, you know, points definitely needed. Kira able to get first blood, taking down Rat, who's sitting on 12. So that's a huge pick, but Oh, Blur. The absolute laser beam gonna pick Mass off the heady there. The 2-for-1. Solo did drop. That might be a redeeming factor for the Angels here.
Oh, Blur's gonna peek up. Cheeky. Hello, Jazzy's her. She's gonna be good for the trade. Bianca trying to collaborate. As the team is down to 2, the bomb is down as well along with it. And the defense being held to a T. They've got a line rhetorically right in the middle of the map. You shall now pass it, which is going to be where the bomb sites are. So, Space doing God's work here on the A site. Bomb's going to be collected. Bianca hitting the hills. Never be seen again. 40 seconds left to go. They've got to make a play, Day. They got to make it quick. Jazzy clearing the sights there onto the blue side of the map. Jazz able to peek up. Kira's dusted. Zai. Next victim? No. No. This is it, Bianca. Now last player alive.
A 1v2 clutch is definitely doable, and Bianca's got 10 kills on board, competing with Space for that and beating out Zai for that. I don't know how Space didn't hear that, but...
Oh, he's about to know.
Gonna get the plant? Oh, yeah, he's about to know.
Oh!
Get beamed!
Get pooped on.
All right, so now Bianca probably dies to Zai, yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go. No way we're shooting bodies, Zai.
No
That's so madly disrespectful.
Oh,
you're toxic as hell,
goodness.
bro. Kick him from the lobby. This is it. I'm done. I'm just kidding. Well played. You know, we condone it. What does he got there? That's awful hip fire spread. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. There it is. You're not Tatio, Zai. You do not have the artistic creativity to create that one. We didn't know what that was, bro. Game's done. 8-6. Overtime. That was not a Treyarch logo. That's a day, to this date, is still my favorite clip, Day. I don't think anybody has ever been able to match that one.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. But you know what? That's okay. Some art is better just done by one people. You ever see people like try to recreate Van Gogh stuff and it doesn't
Not
do it?
the same. No. Those nights are starry, but surely they are not the starry night that we're used to. This night has gotten very, very long. As a matter of fact, we're looking at north of 3 hours at the moment. EU could never produce these kind of games at this kind of volume. 19 kills on board for Jazzy. She fought a losing battle, but looked good. Solo on the right-hand side of the screen was an absolute tyrant. I mean, there was a lot that he was getting away with, and bro, I'm sorry. There's no way you stay alive for as long as you did for a majority of those. Nonetheless, he did. Blur right there underneath him with 11. 10 for Space. I mean, he had to provide at least, like, half of the lobby's damage with the wall bangs alone, right?
What a drop-off in kill credit, though, right? You look at Solo at 20, you look at Jazzy at 19.
Yeah.
Drops down to 12, 11, 9, 8, 7, 2. I mean, two people were way ahead of the pack for this matchup. Gotta say, the snipes out of Jazzy were crispy, and they kept UD in this matchup for as long as possible. But in the end, Seminole do come out on top. That was a much closer matchup than I ever anticipated that Search and Destroy to be.
No, you're absolutely right. We'll take a look at it. How did the night end? A lot of things we did not anticipate, chat. First two matchups kind of expected, though. Dice, 2-0 business. Handled over on against SXC. They have yet to find a map win for themselves. Hopefully, they'll turn things around before the end of the season. Levany, they put up a hell of a fight, but again, it's a losing fight effort. Luminosity, take the bag 2-0. Devious, pull out a haymaker in game number 1, but get absolutely knocked out in game 3. 2-1. TLE, take the bag. Seminole. That's not a 2-1, that's a 2-0. What the hell are we doing? Come on, stop trolling. We didn't see a game 3 there. Why are you guys lying? Take a look at the standings. Hopefully that's not a lie either. We'll see it right there up on your screen. Luminosity sitting pretty at first place with 90. Quote-unquote, the best team in all of North America? Still questionable. Galaxity, they were on top today. They're tied, technically, in points, but they have the head-to-head against TLE as they knock them out in a 2-0 fashion. TLE right there in third. Seminole with 80. Things are very, very tight. Literally 10 points separating 4 teams. And then you flip down to Dice right there with 70. 11 with 60. Devious, not able to close that gap. They're still on the outskirts of the top 6 finish, as well as the Demise, UD Angels, and SXE.
All right, well, hell of a day here for North America. 4 full games coming through. Starting to be not used to that, chat, okay? Hopefully our homies across the pond can bring things back into a more competitive environment, I guess is the way I'm going to put it.
Hoping that is the case indeed. I wish I could see your face. I wish I would have seen the expression that you made. I can't tell if it was sarcasm or if it was actual, like, there it is. Look, I just thought that, you know, everything just kind of darked out there. You've got nothing going on in that background. That is oblivion. Is this where the vortex sends you? Is this where the gravity vortex sends you? To the backside of where Day's backdrop is? Is that what it is right there? That's...
Yep.
Hey,
that's
now
it.
we know. Now we know. COD mobile terms. You know, we're getting a little bit more info by the day. You shedding light. You add a lot of value to the scene, Day. I don't know if you know that, but bring a different element in things that we don't think about. The score streak thing, I had never broken down like that. It's a great way of looking at it. And obviously, still got a lot of improving to go for NA as well as EU. You've got so much work to do. North America, you're getting there. We're going to close it out there from a word from our spot. You're getting there. You're getting there. We're not quite satisfied just yet. Best is yet to come, obviously. It's still the spring season. Plenty of time to improve. Always should be doing so. As, you know, Worlds wasn't that convincing, homie. I'm going to be honest with you. There were times where I was sitting there like, okay, maybe North America's not the best. Trying to look damn good, bro. Trying to look real good. Garena as well. EU just, I mean, they're not even in the scene, and that makes Animus. They get my respects, but somebody else has got to step up and earn it. But we're gonna close out. We're gonna hear a word from our sponsors. We're going to send you over to somebody who is absolutely well deserved. Bobby will be back next Thursday. This Tuesday coming up, it's gonna be Day and I again, so you get a double dose of Verdi and Day. That should be pleasurable as well. We'll see you guys on the flip side, though. Later.
Did I agree to that?
I don't know. Did you? I mean,
think
do you
so,
want to?
Unfortunately.
You think so?
Yeah, I got
God
you.
bless them. God bless them all. All right, chat. Later. We're trying to say bye, Day. Wave before you get sucked into the gravity vortex.